Semurefi Delta Force for Ekufuado about power. Yes, Delta Force for be dibone. Ekufuado maumo authority. Canada Japan ko kakacham say they can enter the court. Omu ra court. Omu ni pana wakodi ewu no. Omu ko yi no omu bo judge no onyam. What story way? This is what Bawumia NPP they stand for. Hey, you need to group NPP as one entity. There's nobody in this NPP or you clean or wajuni papa. And let me tell you one thing, maybe I want him governance. Mahamudu Bawumia can never rule again alone. It's a fact. John Mahama, he can never rule alone. Mahamudu Bawumia will need the NPP to rule. So the to me manner. And they be able to say NPP no wine. Sometimes you forget yourself. Sometimes I don't refuse until I say, Bawumia, you the two me Bawumia or different from Ekufuado. And I'm saying, Mahamudu Bawumia cannot rule alone. So the two me manner. Mahamudu Bawumia will still have to rule with the NPP. Now NPP normally wine. NPP normally chairman won to me. NPP normally Kate Jemfua. NPP normally Samia Wukumo. Eye Ekwe Wisi. Kujo Pon Kroma. NPP no omne sampaemu. NPP mune Gabi Ochreda Akumo. NPP ni Ofuriata mo. NPP ni Ekufuado na ankasa. NPP ni Bumpty. NPP ni omo rane eye pathway. Inti Mahamudu Bawumia okwahi. Bawumia will just be a symbol. Or be a ceremonial president. Because one, eye obi ene kofa ni Free Bank of Ghana ene obe force ne be the vice president. Inti from day one, Bawumia has not been his own man. Mahamudu Bawumia did not earn that position of being a vice president. He didn't earn it. Because someone can say Bawumia did not even have a party card. So Bawumia did not earn that position he is in. So until Bawumia dies, he still owes Ekufuado and his family that favor. He still owes them. He needs to make sure he never turns his back on them. Inti Bawumia will be a slave to Ekufuado and his family till he dies. And that is the distinction between Bawumia and Mahama. Oh, maybe John Mahama started here. Mahama earned his position. He earned his position because he worked through the party and his competence was noticed by the professor and Ofano and Obe vice president. May God keep the professor's soul. And you could see, say, John Dramani Mahama earned that position. And it will be able to contest John Mahama, the competency, and why he is one of the finest politicians in Ghana. Because you cannot tell me, say, Bawumia is better MP than Bawama. Bawumia has never been a member of parliament before. He does not even understand it. You cannot tell me Bawumia is a better minister than Mahama. Bawumia has not been a minister before. He does not understand it. Now you understand. You cannot tell me Bawumia is a better vice president than Mahama. Under John Mahama, the dollar was at 3.8. Under Bawumia, it's at 17.25. You can't tell me that this guy is better than Mahama. Mahama has earned his position. And I say, nobody in the history of this country, Ghana, can bring a document and say, the CV in politics today in Ghana is better than Mahama. Nobody. Sometimes we are confident to make those statements. Until whether you like it or not, from what you are seeing, Mahamudu Bawumia is a slave to Ekufuado. Nana Dadanko Ekufuado. He was not thinking of ruling for 8 years since he started politics. No. Ekufuado chased power for over 30 years. Remember, you see this boy? I'm going to show you how vindictive Ekufuado is. Into what you say, yeah, to me, Ama Bawumia, Ekufuado will stay away. You don't understand politics and you don't know Ekufuado, or a different animal. Nana Danko Ekufuado chased power for over 30 years. Ekufuado was not thinking of ruling Ghana for just 8 years and leaves. Never. That was not his intention. And that is not his intentions now. You see this guy, your friend Gregory Afoko. Make sure the reason why Abana Awokotono, it should not be even difficult. You are not even supposed to stress yourself again. You are supposed to make up your mind. Abrante, we're friend of Gregory Afuku. Nana Danko Kufuado, timer or ye coup ewe NPP muno. Na Abrante, we need senior brother Paul Afuku, or the chairman of NPP. Nana Danko Kufuado had chased power for close to 30 years. Paul Afuku was too principled to be the chairman of the NPP, and that he wanted things to be done the way the party's constitution stipulates. Nana Danko Kufuado wanted his way. So what Ekufuado did was that he had to plant something on Paul Afuku to make sure, say, he gets rid of him for him to take charge of the party. Because time Ekufuado, a flag bearer 2016, no, he had exhausted everything that he had exhausted all his opportunities. Paul Afuku was very firm. Now Ekufuado needed to pass by Paul Afuku to go and do his own thing. What did he do? Ekufuado making sure say obey destructive Paul Afuku. The same NPP for no set him up against Paul Afuku. Nana Danko Ekufuado eko tam party sika. And Paul Afuku ka say yenyenesa. Remember, in Paul Afuku's own home, or tam $15 million in a bag, or the Ekufuado say or they supporting the campaign. $15 million or bag. But Ekufuado still did not care. Ekufuado tam party sika na Paul Afuku ka say, I am the chairman of this party. The rules are supposed to be set clear. Nobody, irrespective of your position, the party structures needs to work. And the Ekufuado catcher and said, no. The party structures, it's him. It needs to work in his favor. So what did he do? Kobene Japan, our catcher said Ekufuado does not have a certificate. Sata I know a general secretary of the NPP. And omu use Kobene Japan. And omu de ye ku etia Paul Afuku. Now, how were they going to get Paul Afuku out of the picture completely? Omwankasa ko srim, Omwankasa regional chairman, Mahama, and Omkoto acid gunu ho, and say Gregory Afuku, Paul Afuku nuya, and a yes adiano. So there and there, no, Paul Afuku will get divided, attention will be divided. He will not have that Ajinipo to lead the party. And the same time, no, they had come together to form a coup to get rid of Paul Afuku. Now, so what happened was that Ochini nua ketewa we friend Gregory Afuku say, ni nua we and I den akwa hwie acid egu eye omo regional chairman or tamale ho. Remember, Paul Afuku o yesremuni. Na se Paul Afuku pese odi bone a ade na also ko srem eko hwie osoma ni nua ketewa so onko hwie acid ngu ni krom sremuni so. Ade na ompe eye ase ha baby na ondi sa bone no. But they needed somebody to create an impression say Paul Afuku kra is against his own people. So almost set people up there, they killed that man and almost share Abrante. You know why Ekufuado is a dangerous man? Why do you say to about where Ekufuado is gone? What about them? Mahmoud Bawumia is Ekufuado. Bawumia is Ekufuado. Ekufuado buy no share Abrante with two BNI cells. And then say more BNI cells. And I'll catch the judges or more Ghanaian nyina said nobody should give this guy a bail. This guy has not been given bail. At a point, the investigator no odi Gregory Afuku case wechi. Gregory Afuku ni nua penyin Paul Afuku because Ekufuado had this hatred for Paul Afuku. Okache do meeting and say he will take care of him no. Ebesin there Nana Danko Ekufuado has not given up on his mission to destroy Paul Afuku emotionally and physically. And what is he doing? They have kept this boy in police cells, BNI cells, till date. The investigator Nkrumah at a point. This guy met bail. Adiachia omoko court, akwa court say this guy has met bail. No, Ekufuado instructed in that time na enini yebo na Chief Justice. This boy should stay in jail. Ebesin Gregory Afuku is still at the BNI cells. You're pronouncing it or guilty. This is Ekufuado. I'm making you understand about our kotono, the consequences. Ujimia, your life will never be the same again. So the two mima baumia. Me say baumia is a kufuado. So as we speak, this guy is still at the BNI cells, almost 8 years. He's there. Ekufuado wants to prove to Polafoko or no, and it ought to mean no judge. Much so I must say Ghana, the judiciary, no, we say the Chief Justice knows about this. Madam Tokonu knows. Don't make it look like say, oh, Kotua Banako, on send the Gregory, 8 years. Me say mo bo careless. Now mo tam to me ma baumia. It could be you tomorrow or do be 12 years because Ekufuado will be ruling from the Kufie. Me say, tie me. Nana do danko Ekufuado is baumia. On say you started a campaign in Ghana. Asemana de Ekufuado anu nyina say he will hand over to NPP. The only thing I make Ekufuado said the Americans have released a statement to say they know say the NPP will not win. He should stop that. And anything manager is a statement in Mickey. But that does not mean he say what he intends to do, he will stop. He's not going to stop. On and say we just a statement, you know. Not speaking about it does not mean the intent is still not there. And Timamu who election and say Nana do Danko Ekufuado 7 December, ni abobo aba na Mahama wini no akofi. Hey, don't do that. Even after Mahama wins, everybody should be on guard. Mahama himself, I've heard Gabi Ochidakon with 2 other men saying, says Mahama win election now within 3 months, or may you cool. Yes, Gabi Ochidakon. Me say I have heard it. Opa onka semeboa. I've heard Gabi Ochidakon on tape, on phone, hot mic. Or Kachenko Phobia to say their problem is not about NDC coming to power. What Ekufuado hates is Mahama. And no Ekufuado. Ekufuado is not the NDC winning power in Hanu. It is John Mahama they hate. You don't know why. They hate John Mahama to the core. That is, Ekufuado hates Mahama. And to Gabi capture those people in a room, now no meeting, no. Or catch them say, if even Mahama wins within 3 months, or so be a kuno mutuno. They just don't like the idea of Mahama being president again because they know what they have done. Don't underestimate the elections. Don't think this is a joke. Oh, where the Ekotoaba? No. And then say give total power to NDC. Parliament, Faninama NDC, full parliament. Never full power, Major Mahama. Then you sit back and you watch. Hey? Some more poly to make it to a Bikrama Ekufuado or parliament. You are done. So, sometimes we need to sit back, take things cool, and analyze the situation critically. This is not a joke. So because this is a national service, we all should put ourselves together and come together and vote against NPP. A big deal. Oh, Jane Mensah. Jane Mensah is building a hotel in Accra. Jane Mensah so wako purchase or procure a facial recognition machines 2020 elections. Jane Mensah over $300 million. Ebe sinde yanko voting station yan who say facial recognition machine ba kumposi wo Jane Mensah. Boss manasar ni Jane Mensah mo the bre budget any time sika no mo. Ebe sinde we have not seen one facial recognition machine in Ghana. Jane Mensah knows obo careless obe ko jail. Yes, small mistake obe call election am Ekufuado. So don't underestimate them. Each one of them is protecting themselves at your expense. So you get it. So don't think, say, everything is over until we all come together and say, Dabi, baby, the air politics are check. But baby, Tumi Akudini is dangerous. Let's take it from there, quick. Niam protect us to me, no. Hey, say, politics as usual. NPP, NDC, hey, sa Baumiano Namono. He owes Akufo-Addo a lot. They know Winnie, Prime Minister Owie Muna, or see we Winnie no. They no kanye, or see the political career in United Nabrabo Nina Akufo-Addo dia. Bawumia and Kobetina Bank of Ghana na ne twatete no ko pension o. Na oni any opportunity in life biem. The highest na no we do no. Mahamudu Bawumia, the Bank of Ghana no, that was his peak. Konko baby biem. Ehn oko. And going to be the Bank of Ghana governor. When I you know. Ain't another Dankwa Akufo-Addo gave Bawumia the biggest opportunity of his life. It was what Chem say. Mahmoud Bawumia the president. Na Bonia Akosono obetuma bypass Akufo-Addo take a decision on to me that. Because every single person, and remember, so Bawumia can obey 10 ministers cry, 8 will be from Akufo-Addo. Do you want to tell me, say, Bawumia we need power? Now, the ministers. Now, Akufo-Addo nipa 7 abreno. Oyi ministers 40, 50, 60. Akufo-Addo abreno 30, 40. Bawumia would say, Mr. President, I won't do it. You people get real, man. You people get serious in that country. Don't let these fools lie to you. He can't. Anytime I say Jane Mensah no namono. Koko sheneto. Jane Mensah procurement breaches. Sika with di ewo. Also recently, some of the EC workers went on strike. The Electoral Commission say the Electoral Commission. Right now, officers, Electoral Commissioner Afenyo and Charlotte say no. The Electoral Commission was fueling the Electoral Commission cars for officers to make sure say they control or patrol around the nation to make sure say, all officers are working. And you say Electoral Commission drivers are supposed to use their own salary to buy fuel. The Electoral Commission, you see, then it collapsed. It has collapsed. Nothing is working. The woman is so stupid to the point, or is so arrogant. Go to the Electoral Commission now. Make much a list of experienced officers are now resigning. You know why? Because they see the lady to be too dumb and too arrogant. Onime Jumano. But Kronunti, and I'm going to say, people who are not qualified, you know, whenever you give them a position, that is what you see. In the history of the Republic of Ghana, Yembobo about 7 times that. In the history, never. Now, even look at this registration she's doing. Every day, there's a problem. Until Jumana say. Right now, she's also scared. Is she going to make this thing go clean for the laws to take care of her? Or she's also going to go by the Akufo-Addo route, destroy the people, and have her safety. Her safety. Yes. Jane Mensah is protecting herself. She will never want to go to a jail. On yet. Jane Mensah will never want a commission to call her. They are never TV so. Na ye Jojo no. Ni ye busa nsem. Ni ye chere no. Na Ghana fo nyina nguso oye kromfo. On yet. She wants it to end into Obe make sure so the 2 me bema NPP. NPP we are not resigning. That is what she wants to do. Omo wie sika. Omo ya kromfo. And say obi wie sika to point be no are dangerous. At that point, you know, they kill to protect that a crime no ma commit, you know. So these people are on rampage. They are dangerous. And you want to tell me, say, Yatuaba, na Jankroma ambulance scandal where you know $32 million wa fedi. Na Adiachi Bawumia a president. Na Bawumia said, we need to look into that ambulance deal. Jankroma onye jumada oni CV onye school biya wana bra boom. You think Bawumia can get up and say, Attorney General, you need to make sure that case you pull it out. Bawumia, who born dog? Who born dog in Ghana for Bawumia to just get up and say, Jankroma, the president's daughter, ambulance scandal, so we are $32 million. No, Jankroma should go and face trial. Who born dog? Osuro. That is the danger we are in now. And that is what Akufo-Addo is protecting. And inside the Biamakacha will say, Bawumia is Akufo-Addo. There's no difference between Bawumia and Akufo-Addo. And Indian Americans are sending a message to you in Ghana that Joe Biden is Kamala. They told the world. The Americans Ekache biasinya say Joe Biden is Kamala. So as far as Joe Biden is Kamala, we will not vote for Kamala because we want change for people to come in. So Bawumia is a Kufuado. Me say Ekufuado is Bawumia. Nana Adodanko Ekufuado is Mahamudu Bawumia. Na Bawumia Kenya Kufuado and Kodruha. Last me Musa Samira Jina baby. Eka say ai ya te se omu didi atem se me ye fulani kwasia. Ghana na ye fu. Yesi ade ye didi atem se ye fulani fo NPP executive Ben abetna TV so edi wo Samira jantre ni atem so ye fulani. Can you produce one evidence? Oh Samira. Waka umba sheke jim na onema bontreke kan kwasi asem. Can you produce one tape? They are doing this sentimental emotional campaign. Kwasiaba. Na just say man echichire ma papa. Ukura kwasiaba sa na yama o papa ambassadorial job. And onam na oya tribal religious politics. We gu ma yafi. Ade na umpa utrum nkochire nkrimu fo say o tenkran ya wa pa utrum. Na abati oduru dia no ahye straight egu form say bolega confirm na ma ka kire nkwasi say ane se sia de ete ene say NDC for didi atem me say so onya kwasi aba kire one evidence NDC executive or a communicator watna TV so edidi fulani fu atem wo Ghana san kwasi asem we na yatena ho wo Ghana sa beduru ha because onu say ye Jimmy omunim say ye nim nyansa. They don't and respect us. Hey? Messias, 2012, I'm sure idea. Ediana, a year girl way Samira, one continent TV so anchor about New Kruno. 2012, Satara John Mahaman a president. Samira way, Ediana one tina a year radio so anchor anchor Ghana for Samira way.
Yeah, let's talk about exchange rates depreciation. Yeah, Biden. So, Mukaya, 2017, 4.2.
Yes.
2009, President Kufuor na cedi no 1.2. And now, over 8 years, no, omo 2009 2016 record, no, omo movie cedi no to 4.2, which is increase of more than 300% increase, and our devaluation, depreciation in the cedi. Nene. The dollar to cedi is 5.4. You can say it hasn't shifted, but the rate at which, context is everything, Obi. The rate at which it has moved, it is 4.4. If NDC were managing the economy the way they've been managing it before we won power now, it drew 12 points, BB. Because this is 300% increase over that period. No, if we were replicating what they do, or if they were in power, God forbid, and then we'll be talking about 12.8. But we've just moved from 4.2 to 5.2. So we're doing far better than they did. On we do 300%. We haven't even done 100% depreciation on the city. In fact, it's not even a 50% depreciation.
This is how stupid we are as a people to entertain this. 2020, you have someone on TV radio soka. Now Ghana and Jimmy are then a Samira betina TV so eka economics a Ghana for Samira. The analogy, no, here, or sick for time, not dollar near 1.2 to $1. And NDC betinas no, a bedu 4.2. And our Omo betinas 2020 no, a 5.4. Inti a jumane dear, just a idea no, NPP for no, NDC for the juma. Inti Samira. So only Sebio, where there are some can. So only obida 1.2 hours. Asam ka say ebia ukofa okunichi now ni obi koda 1.2 hours 1 hour 30 minutes yemfa ne sa 1.2 na say osa ko hia be ma foforo na ono koda 4.2 hours na osa ko hia be ma foforo na sa be ma no ono tisisia no ono da 5.2 hours. Will you say 1.2 hours no is the same as 4.2 hours no? Any 5.4 hours no? As me no ka say ebia wa fa okunechi any be ma bi that is here 17.25 hours. Obodam. Ka kire Ghana for say San kwasi knowledge we no. Yen yentena Ghana na wo yentie wu. Yemfa wadwene nkyekere Ghana. Yemfa wo Samira wadwene nkyekere Ghana. Na ndese nke Ghana enyina nke nkoton bentoa. Anke sori anopa na nke enyina koton bentoa nka mfaso so. Yen sori anopa na wo Samira. Yemfa wo wadwene we na nkyekere Ghana. You don't know the difference between 1.2. You don't know the difference between from 1.2 to 4.2 and from 4.2 to 5.2 and from 5.4 to 1725. Kwasia yemfa wo wadwene na nkyekere Ghana. Na muji say na ejimi ana politics na abafo e na mobbo jantra ko ura politics ma na madwene ya mo say ye nyina ye jimi. How do you sit on radio and speak like that because o person could be the president? Are you crazy? O see so wafa nyoma da wakokwan so da. O see so watam sika hard currency in your life wa bre say wakofa nyoma wo kwan so da. What's the $20 million? Ekwakofa nyoma ne ba na afi also utia $40 million. Why be that? Wafa kwan so atena jene wafa one ma afa ka atenem se ekofa jene we kurase abada. Wakoda obi ebuo mu da. Wakoda station bia sebio unim obi a ho techiman. Oda e de ujene so se ade nche na park gu car so bra kumas. Why be that? Obodam. Do you know how economy runs? Wakotogo akofa ntumada. Ama wakatogo oma unya baby nda. Ema usika bo abosium. Ema wada usika soma. Enkofo na moncho num so ya kromfo. Why be that? Omba ene ukunu tifie unim de omodi. Odo nkwasi asem na mgempa makwasi wa ba warunti. Yemfa ujimi we na nchekere Ghana. You are moving the country from 4.2 to $17 to $18. Oka kire me say you have not heard something and they do what them say you fulani. Hey, politics ye Jimmy enti na menya abotra me pesa Ghana 40 ase o tam to me maba omia watam to ma Kufuado. That's all. Damage biankofu we be ye mo no ho. He ejapa na mo ampene no. The reason why my din no nyina ne say mo tam to me maba omia we gudie wo Ghana nyina omo de beko he me metuma a kire document of Kufuado dying over 3.5 million pounds. Mr. S convert into dollar and America asem kire Ghana for. Kufuado a dying. This one of his numerous houses about Tamaneba. 3.5 million pounds. Do you know what is happening? When him damage and kofo yayemo. And then the catch him say the things I know. Bekabi muchemu bebria. Wanjan to kwabe si Ghana. Even your Bank of Ghana. The things I know there. Mekabi muchemu TV swa. Ebubebo bitimuto. Somebody will rush into somebody's house tonight. Kufuado what dying. The number of Ndaya Nkofo we are told UK. Jack. I'm in Chamubako. Me, I'm not good. I'm piggy. I'm in Chamade. Sometimes I do these things because, you know, Anna, me person me prove me biche Ghana for. Yet na near catch them say. Yet na catch them say. These people are dangerous. Don't mess around here. Mamu fan diagro. I'm in Chamade. I didn't want to show you this, but let me show you. But 3.5 million, $7.6 million. Meba. Mamu document back up. Me person mamu too much. Na me mama kwanya nyoma me be kire mo no. Meba. Sometimes na me person me esa nyoma we. Mama fa we dinka. Mama dinka fa we kire mo keke. Mu wi amonko buso mo say e dan we Kufuado dia na se nye Kufuado dia. Kufuado over 15,000. Number one me dying. Hey, you people, I'm just going to show you this. Dear Oseme Boano, Ochina Omranka said this document, I'll direct you to the right quarters. Look at this. You see this? You see this? Gov.uk. Search for the land and property information. Title register 4. 75 Nottingham Terrace, London. Address in your home. NW14QE, leasehold. Title number NGL190221. And yet, as one make a crank, I mean for Winchamo. But so many things you people have no idea. Because I'm on NPP, it's not a joke. I'm sure idea. I'm reading show. Unim di omode yamo. You people have no idea. Now, this information can change if we receive an application. This service cannot tell you if HM Land Registry are dealing with an application. This is not official copy. It does not take into account if there is a pending application with HM Land Registry. If you need to prove property ownership, for example, for a court case, you will need to order an official copy of the register. Now, these are the information you can use to order the official one. But these are documents that you can access when you are ready to do what? To look into what people have acquired in the UK. Now, registry summary, title number NGL190221. Registration owner, Stratton Enterprise Holding Limited. This Stratton company belongs to Kufuado. Stratton, it is for them. This Stratton company, Stratton Enterprise Holdings Limited, now, 75 Nottingham Terrace, London, NW1 4QE. Last sold for 3.35 million on June 30, 2020. This value covers more than just the land in this title. A property registrar. The registrar describes the land and estate companies comprised in its title. Now, let me show you the owner of this property. Mamu mami nyema nyadi bi. Nyema bu ana me pese meye. Mwana ya na mu yema meye. Me chirawa de next time. Me catch your senkofo yi. Unim de omde ayemo. Me be chirawo. Look at this. Ma wo hu ni nyina se na be ya okwa na next time no. Be the documents ni nyina ma wa okwa. Okay. Edin me pe be edin ni hyanam de ama na mo de akọ. Now, see this. I'm for win show. We are not but show. Bet show. Maybe show better properties better 3. I'm sure there. There are some things I don't want to show you. That's why I'm being careful what I give you. Okay. I'm pissed. After this show, no, I'll publish all this document on our website. Loud Silence. Maybe show where I remember team not publishing in I'm not even going to keep some. Make some young people ni bibi. You know how dangerous these people are. I make sure the other part of the document. You see this? What is there? This registrar specifies the class of title and identifies the owner. It contains any entries that affect the rights of disposal. Class of title, title absolute. Entry number, entry date. 2008-09-16. Proprietor Edward Ekufuado and Irene Ekufuado of 32nd Nottingham Terrace, London, NW1 4QB. The price stated to have been paid on 25th February 2005 was 350. It is sad that way. Now a dynamic value no in 2005 it was 350. These people purchased this house for how much? For 3.5 million. And this is one of the numerous houses they have. These are some of the numerous houses. I can show you. They say Monko is a Stratton company. It belongs to Kufuado. Through that company, the amount of money they have moved from Bank of Ghana to purchase stuff in the UK. They say what about my Baumia? What about my Kufuado? Do you know what is there? Do you know the things we know? Let me show you something. And I'm sometimes, and they show the Kwanya, I'm cassette, Moya Mambufu, eh? Maybe, yes, team. Okay. I don't want to push too much. But what I want to tell you is say, Boni and Kofu we dimono. You have no idea. About 12 apartments and not less than £3 million about bed 12. Ekufuado the Stratton company. Or I told you Gugu UK. Ni Secondary Bank of Ghana. Samo 60 billion. Ye tamu sikano. They top property to UK. These are dangerous. They are fucking dangerous people. Omo somewhere Jimmy. They don't respect you people. It's almost 11 in Ghana. They don't respect you people. They don't omo somewhere Jimmy. Omo someone to me ngene. And it's a you fi grant or co interview now they are bruchire nsuo ko. Or then the head of GIPC. When Tuman Tam Ghana nsuo ba ko afan ko tena studio anomo or they are bruchire nsuo ba ko it's around $30, 30 cedis. And no onum you know atwatwene. O je say nsuo no ba ko pe no or packs and packs of that e would fee storage. Cause omo some way Jimmy adan ya kwabrefo ne benum galam say nsuo. Nana dan Kufuado. Ko ebri o sini dan wo ho. Ko he will retire in France. Ono obedia koniaba between Ebri and France. He's not thinking of you people. Ko France, make sure on the dan of France. These are fucking dangerous people. Say obi chase power for over 30 years or a dangerous tyrant. Or to say or a dangerous than a dictator. What will make somebody chase power for 30 years and when you give him power, he is dangerous than a dictator. On say a certain president going around building statues for himself. On it, the North Korean president, a dictator and difference between them. This guy. Introduce Kufuado, Yabeto Abewi, Yesaba Omie Wini, Kufuado said, thank you, Baumia, take the office. Everything in it. In fact, handle Ghana. Ekufuado. And Gabi. Now win him. Say, na Gabi. Bedie two. Yes, see, Oforia Tama, sorry. Thank you, Baumia. Thank you very much. Handle Ghana very well. We really love you. Take over. Na Omunina, sorry, no matter monster nines. Hey! Na Baumia was paying on the day with him. Me say dwene ho say what would Jimmy got to about Baumia? Yeah, Baumia president. Now the Kufuado say thank you Baumia is in charge. Baumia is in charge. So Baumia is in charge in Japade no mujai. PDS no mujai. Gala no mujai. Oyo no mutu ni free no mujai. Sa court no ma said into no omujai akotene fie ye ndi Ghana ho nkomo biem. He mondwene kakra na moye nipa. Sometimes mondwene kakra. You think small. Sometimes they have so much to lose. They are not going anywhere. The only thing that will stop these people is a total change in power. I'm telling you. They have been consumed to the point whereby they will either die in their consumption of power. Because at this point, how many options there are than to keep that power. And if they don't want to do it for everybody to see in broad daylight, they need to have a smoke screen. I will say Obi ne best show. Baumia no on your president. Baumia is a Kufuado. It's more Ghana no. Ekufuado sa montuma Baumia ka motuma Baumia ade acha na Gabi jai Ghana sikasam. 52 billion bi na ira Bank of Ghana no. Yatuma Baumia na Baumia beka said yen Ofuria tambetia. Are you okay? 60 billion Bank of Ghana boka just 1 year last year. In Jisasika no na Addison so I can say thank you Mr. President I want to go and retire. Na Baumia so afo before for abesho. Na sa 60 billion ye musa 17. Gold for oil. Sa sikana ye movie ye no. Nipa bibi ekoto gold ni yenim. Nipa otam Secretary Bank of Ghana yenim. Nipa na oya medium person no ye tam gold ni man yenim. Na gold ni yenim de na operation say gold for oil no no are you okay? Let's be honest here. The Stratton company belongs to Kufuado. Stratton. What is Stratton? Stratton. Woko omo restaurant in Incheon wana sa Stratton no office or that guy. Mrs. That guy no, let me see. He got over 300 million consignments. Aquano. Yeah. Now, Ochina, this week, my show pictures. Do you know the things we know? The only thing I make a comment to my catch Ghana phone say, "Munji to me free NPP." That's all. Hey, bro, for TV so can and the political show and this expert, this professor, this man, enko bibia. All those things, it will not yield any results until you vote against the NPP. You take power from them. Until you take power from them, from where? From a parliament and also from them. You take power from them from parliament and you take power from them from the executive. Let's be real for once. Nyoma esi anda ikufu adu nyina esi anda Bahama nkade na nkamobeka. Mo amote Ghana ahemfo ne asofo amodidi ba omiechi etafretafre ne to. Ende ahemfo na mo weni munyam. Ende amanfo kasa monimu se nkwara. Matom monimu nyam ama politicians etietia so. Ekom eni enimguase eni sebi obi mu bijimi nti. Ahini amudi na mu hu so value no. Ende mama politicians asay no no. Sa nyoma ekoso Ghana ya yenyina yenutie yi. Bibia dollar ni free abedui. Yesika sem bebi edui. Besi an yabo enimu disrespect. The ekoso and the Ghana bibia anya adwuma no. Enti mo ahemfu yi. Enti nka ye ndis na wo power. Anka de ne pa na anka baomia begina monimu anka mo beka. Mamo nyesa. You don't build a nation like that. We don't use those kind of characters to build a nation. You can never get anywhere. And in our Ghana, the poverty is generational. So our generational poverty in our Ghana now, we create it. It can be stopped. We can stop it. The reason why our generational problems now cause the hypocrisy with us, especially in penny form DNM. Because Nipadodo DNM no are not willing to let them penny for understand and say, yeah, you penyinia, you need to do the penyinia. And intina ehiano. Say they cannot get out of poverty. And Osha Ghana, about 60% of Ghanaians it is because the leadership, leadership is important. Because you make the decision. What in Kenya, the obeyano, and then it affect you be all mikruma yeldo. Until leadership is very important. Now share court. Look at the court today. It's a joke. A time. Today, you don't know. Like judgment to me free court, but no busa I mean call law school crowd dano. This is not fair. How did we get here? Sorry, I see a school we are singing we are singing our morals as we sit here. Yeah, the bill, if you parliament, president, anti-LGBTQ bill, and the witchcraft bill. President sign keke, nembe yemra, ebe sinne. Or he be any problem. Your problem is John Mahama. Now John Mahama, what money to me? What money to me? And what money do you maybe say Wendy went to Mendy? You have not given John Mahama any power. For the past 8 years, Obiama John Mahama to me. Inti dear to me now the man I also wanted you maybe a John Mahama India. A dear was a president and then the vice also you are going to say John Mahama. Adentina won't go John Mahama LGBTQ. Adentina John Mahama has no questions to answer. He does not even have to answer questions to anybody. The people in charge are supposed to answer our questions. That's all. That is all. Until John Mahama is sworn in as the president of the Republic of Ghana, nobody can question him, say, Ghana, send a kwedie, or say John Mahama, mama answer. What can John Mahama do? What can John Mahama do now? Send the dollar could do 8. John Mahama, he's not a president. He cannot make a decision to stop everything. He can't. But God being good, we have a president and we have a vice president who says he's an economist. So why are we now asking John Mahama questions? Why are we not blaming the driver and his mates? Are you mad? Driver no chika no rough. Ya bubwa minem tire pie car near Tinamunu in so you sit in the car and you are blaming the driver be on the baby. Ask the driver, ask the mate. Mate, I don't know parking your man good car to a one to chill in the year. If you say me the abema, abeni you go from. That is what reasonable people do. Mate, ya tikamu, ya parking car ya the abegu so, ya kofan your ma Ivory Coast in the eba. Ono driver, kaya driver you or the buba minimum. Instead, I will catch a driver and say, driver, oba mutim no, opim for Timo, Mr. Men from Bob minimum Cassiano, utim. And I watch a driver and say, driver, we're too short, and a ganyan. Driver and the parking be a rest stop be a odidia, Adriano did not be udi because was an assistant no. Sir passengers in your go hide dia, only driver and quantity baby na mudi if you say, one driver and I want to nam, on what they will mate. Oto kuna no mani be. Utimi friend catch and say, see, as the Kaloji Yakusi say, you see, I know, Yanam Kwanza of Fabishemuno, Yenya saying, you discuss that with your mate because a mummy and a mo handle car no. Entire day in a car too. Na abena ya chichigu car the tono. Abeni yigu. Na passengers no mutim busa as a driver. Ono mate, ya beni yigu, mate in the same busami busa driver. That's your fault. I say, Jimmy. Inti, you get up now on Hinibit to war. We sit in Ghana. You see, let me show you this. You see, when you see things like these, and let me be very fair here. I don't have any problem with ex-President Kufuor, but this is what is worrying this country today. See, Parliament Asamabe. The last time Speaker of Parliament spoke, if you're very intelligent, you would know, say, the Speaker was trying to solve the problem indirectly without people saying, say, he is overstepping his powers. Because as much as Speaker of Parliament is the Speaker of Parliament, or when reach, do you know that? Yeah. Speaker of Parliament, as much as he's the Speaker of Parliament, he has his reach. So as Speaker of Parliament, now or no, seeing himself first as a Ghanaian, no, he can find a way indirectly to send a message to the left and right guys to say, this is the path I want you to take. And when you take this path, I will meet you halfway and this will be solved. Speaker last press conference, he sent a message out there. I have sent a bill to the president. Speaker was speaking to statesmen in Ghana. I say my position here is for me to be the moderator in parliament and the head of parliamentary business. I have my powers and I know my limit. The president has his powers and he knows his limit. The Supreme Court Chief Justice has her powers and she knows her limit. Speaker, or Sharano Kachira Ghana for you say, if you want people to understand, say, I respect my position and respect my office. Through my office, we have done a diligent job and sent a bill to the president. The president should show respect because it should be reciprocal. When the president shows respect, the people in parliament with me will understand that it is only respect that can make us live. Sometimes we will agree to disagree, and sometimes we will disagree to agree. So, Speaker, at your press conference, now say, I have sent a bill to the president. So Speaker was sending a message across to Ghanaians to say, you know something? Somebody should understand and tell the president that when he starts to respect my office, I will respect his office, and the Supreme Court will respect my office the same way the Supreme Court wants me to respect their office. And think President Kufuor opportunity to speak on parliamentary issues at equals vacant seat. No, President Kufuor's target was Speaker Bagbin. I think I think it was deliberate and it is wrong. You see, as some see, let us stop being too partisan. Sebio, and yes, I'm catch us on any control, and so no we do mami atem. But sometimes your utterances will show whether you are trying to be cunning or you want a problem to be solved in the interest of everybody, or you want a problem to be solved in your interest. There are two things here. Sometimes assemble to you can say it in a way to favor you indirectly. You can also choose to say it in a way that will favor everybody in that room. Ex-President Kufuor, as some way or better way, he was saying it to favor his party indirectly. Because some ex-President Kufuor, the first statement I will do is Speaker's Bagben's office is a respectable office. And I believe that the three arms of government, each one of them should respect each one's office. Me or I, as the ex-president, I expect the president to do the needful to show the speaker the respect. Because I've been in that office before. I've been in the executive before. I need to show the leader or parliament that necessary respect. And Zikaje Kufoba and Kobeka say, I was a President Kufuor this I respect my Bagben. Now President Kufuor, any respect my Bagben. Now sign that into law. It shows that Bagben will so understand that at least the office he's occupying, some people are respecting him. Now, from the stance of President Kufuor, it is looking like the Supreme Court and the executive, they have power than the judiciary, the legislature. That is the biggest problem. You don't underestimate anyone in this issue. You let every single person understand, say, their powers are equal, and it is. So you cannot just come and say, Speaker Bagben has solutions to parliamentary standoff in his bosom. He should show leadership. Speaker Bagben showed leadership. He directed the message to old men like you people to let the president understand from day one. He has disrespected parliament, meaning he has disrespected the constitution. Why are we here? Sometimes issues bar. Let's look at the issues and speak on the issues. Yeah, Jane Nasan was as we so. Bagben, Jane or the parliament here. Bagben, I can't in Nasan was as you no wedi. What is Bagben taking parliament or the coin? But there's a reason why what is happening in parliament is happening. So why aren't we looking at the issues? Speaker Bagben and parliament, they feel that the Supreme Court and the executive are undermining their powers. And the NPP in parliament are taking advantage of or looking at what their boss, the executive or the Jubilee House is doing, and also what the CJ is doing. That is what they are taking inspiration from. And Afenyo Markins and the NPP side, they don't want to respect the Speaker of Parliament. But this man is the number 3 in this land. So ex-President Kufuor should at least know that. Fine, he has that in his bosom. But the issue is, with all due respect, Mr. Kufuor, if somebody doesn't show you respect and you have something to offer, are you going to do it? That is what we talk about every day. Speaker Bagben in his press conference clearly gave a signal that I am willing to even talk to the NDC. But the utterances from the NPP and people like Kufuor and no Nadia Bedruha. So you hear every day Afenyo Markins sitting on TV, on radio, insulting Speaker Bagben. With all due respect, Mr. Kufuor, if it wasn't for you being president, I don't think, say, in politics, you are better than Speaker Bagben. It's a fact. Anamebwa. You got the opportunity to be president before he became speaker. But in politics, when we are putting the two of you, your credentials side by side, he's far better than you. So why are we making it look like, say, speaker is the problem? Why are we making it look like, say, Alban Bagben is the problem? Alban is not the problem. It's the kids, the NPP side, who are failing to show respect. Into my own statement today, I was so shocked, because this is not the time to be making it look like, say, speaker is a problem. Speaker, yeah, they be being sida. What has he done? You see, the guy. All right, we will deal with this tomorrow. You get it? We don't take stance in this matter. You go straight to the issues. Or do you people think Speaker Bagben in some Afenyo NPP for Kafan? He's human. Maybe sometimes when he's in public, he's a kind who is cracking jokes a lot, but it hurts him. Afenyo Markins with this saying that been about politics, for him to be using such kind of words against Speaker Bagben. Why? Why is Kufuor not worried about that? The utterances we are hearing from Atachiani, why are we not worried about that? Are they turning into Onyenipa? Are they because he's affiliated to the NDC Onimnyanza? Why do we do that? Yeah. Let me tell Ghanaians. Anytime I will say, when people chase power for 30 years, they are dangerous than tyrants. Ekufuor is a dictator. Yeah? Yebusa John Mahama, asama esi eye parliament no. Ono pa no, how does he think? Send our audience and can solve no.
And also me can once me say anka me mampenia. Me jidi say anka me anka memma Afenyo Markins, leader of NPP in parliament, akoyi Supreme Court. Na my fresh speaker, my friend leader of NDC, leadership of NPP. Na menya asofopenyin bi any council of state, National Peace Council na abekan yo. Na yahwe se ne besi timi aka asem na fa na esiesie se ne be ya parliament ebeye adwuma biom.
That is what leaders do. That is what leaders do. As some way see your parliament, kwasi Afenyo to Jubilee House wakasa ho. Vice president who wants to be president, has he spoken about it? And we sit here and we are making it look like Speaker Gbabino, he hates Ghana, unpeg Ghana. John Mahama say, if Cornyn a leader of Ghana, they also say, obetima convince a yedian, Afenyo Markins majority say, asem no enye court asem a political issue. Munko yin free court mra. Na ono president no afre eye NPP for, no afre NDC for, no afre penny for, no mu nyina try say hey, mama yensi entuma go ewa bontene. Let's solve this thing and move on and build this nation. That's it. Kwasia we sorry no didi Speaker bag bin atem. Inti ex-president Kufuor, you've not heard this? E wan kebe wo de. Speaker has come out with his side of the story. Need to get serious. Let's stop this. Okay? My mentor Davy. And this is a statement I saw, I feel say, very important to you, the young one watching me. Tatuchi kata akasembi, and every day me tell me show we so ameka. And as someone is saying, or say, it's not enough to say that the president has too much power and that the constitution must be reviewed. We need to learn to hold leaders accountable for their failures. Or say, it is not enough to say that the president has too much power and that the constitution must be reviewed. Me said that 1992 constitution has not been exhausted even 30%. Tatuchi Kata say, "Enya enough say the be say president will do me too much in the review constitution." I will say you hold the people to account. They need to be accountable for their leadership. When they fail, we need to hold them accountable. That is our problem. It's not a constitution. Ma'am Kanchro. I can sit here and tell you all government institutions or all the arms of government has too much power. What do? Do we nullify the whole constitution? Because from what is happening in parliament, you will tell me, say, oh, parliament they have too much power, and I'm a boy. So right now we should go and review parliament our powers. What is happening? Some group two will say the Supreme Court, it has too much power. We should go and do what? We should go and nullify review the Supreme Court, the constitution. Now we will say the executive has too much power. What we are going to do is we'll be shifting blames. What we can do to solve the problem is to make sure that we hold people accountable. That is the fact. It is not a constitution. And let me say this. Let me restate this. There has never been a perfect constitution on this earth, and there will never be a perfect constitution. We will have to make the constitution better by exhausting the constitution and making sure we implement what is in the constitution. Constitution is the Obi also ko jail on ko jail. Obi also to me too much. That is the problem. Time from Paul Boateng did a report by as a sector minister or state ebubo di womuno. That was the day the president was supposed to sack every single person in that document to tell them to go home and that an investigation needs to be opened into the sector minister's report. We sat here, the president rubbished it. The constitution states it clearly. We didn't do it. So why are we sitting here saying, the constitution needs to be reviewed. I'm not going to fight you. If it needs to be reviewed, it needs to be reviewed. But let's look back. Have we exhausted? Are we holding people accountable? We are allowing people to go through the cracks, do whatever they want to do, abuse the public purse. Today in Ghana, the president and his wife, their wives were being paid monies that were not supposed to be paid to them. They were taking the taxpayers' money illegally. Do you know, sir, all the taxpayers' money for 1 minute, do you know how much affected a Ghanaian citizen? Yetia Samira and Rebecca sika illegally for years. Asanu could do that, I see no problem. Are we mad? They didn't face any consequence. So Ochina, President Biba, na Okoye Bibina na Yirikoye Bibia. Are we going to say Yenchin Tani Pani Yirin Tumana? Ye Jimiana. Samira is supposed to be in jail. Samira Baumiana Rebecca. They were paid illegally from the national coffers. Taxpayers' money was paid to them illegally. The money, they used it in their benefit, to their benefit. And that money could have saved a life. It could have saved a life at Kolebu. It could have saved a life at UGMC. So for them causing that and willingly committing that crime, they were supposed to serve jail term. Why are we sitting here? We need to get some things right. The 1992 Constitution had stayed with us. Majority of Ghanaians, we did our work, we voted, we disagreed, we agreed. In the history of Ghana, Nana Addo Dankwa for the BD president, and that conversation of the Constitution need to be reviewed seriously as started here. Remember, at Amel's time, Kufuor time, Rawlings time, from Kufuor time, the Constitution should be reviewed. It was there, but that conversation was like, you know something? It's something that can be put on the side. It's not a priority. As time goes on, we review one or two things. But it became a conversation the day Kufuor take power. Why? Because Nana Addo Dankwa Kufuor is fucking the Constitution. Nana Kufuor is abusing the Constitution. Nana Addo Kufuor is taking advantage of the Constitution. JJ Baye, Kufuor Baye, Atamos Baye, Mahama Baye, I don't know, be a Chief Justice and our judges 80 because there's no cap. And I'm a boy. Nanka say JJ on Rankasa or Tinametro Constitution, Ghana Democratic. No, Nanka say, Okase, answer on free power. No, he judges 50. How many judges the JJ appointed here? Kufuor Baye, I don't know, so ye 50. I don't know, Tamos Baye, when you 60. Anka say, where there's no cap. Mahama Baye no one be. But Mumbusa, Kufuor Baye, he's abusing it because he knows there's no cap. And we, yet the Constitution, and that's a year Constitution, you won't say Obia Niminyansa. You won't say Obia rational. You won't say Ghana need dear, Odo Ghana and Kwadia. What you do is to protect the people and the Constitution. And you can say, even though we can cap it, let's leave it. Because you won't say, answer a better Abamo Biso Medias Niminyansa. Until say a to Abama Kwasia. Until say a to Abama Kwasia. And the Constitution review Abedanen Komo, because Ekufuor has abused that office. He has fucked the Constitution, and he's not done fucking the Constitution. He wants Jimmy Jimino to come so that he can fuck Jimmy Jimino ass to come and enter the Constitution. So he wants Bawumia to come and stand in front of Constitution because he has been fucking the Ghana Constitution. He has been fucking Ghana. He wants Bawumia to come and stand in front of him. He will fuck Bawumia's house for Bawumia to fuck through Ghana's Constitution. And that is the shit that Kufuor wants to do. And you people don't analyze anything. More analyze it, Ghana. That is what he's trying to do. And that is what Kufuor and his family want to do. And they want Bawumia to be president because they are not done fucking our country and our Constitution. It is like that. Bawumia Constitution now Ghana. Right now, Kufuor is the one, his dick is inside Ghana. He does whatever he wants to do. Right now, Manfo Kasa, you are raping Ghana. You are raping Ghana. Your short dick. This is what you are using to do. We are angry. Or say, okay, I'll step back. He wants to come and put Bawumia there and say, right now, it is not me. He will insert his dick in Bawumia's ass for Bawumia to push. And that is what he is doing. Can't you people see that the guy is fucking your Constitution? He's depleting everything. Or can't you see? It is clear. Look at the Supreme Court. These are things that we are not supposed to be talking about now. Now,
to when you move Feliade to Miss Solana Pa, a jolly. If NPP 40 shirts say, a cookroom so quiet campaign, a man for a show, on fairly. I know what we know about what Champena. Eh, to when you move Feliade to Miss Solana Pa, a jolly. If NPP 40 shirts say, a cookroom so quiet campaign, a man for a show, on fairly. I know what we know about what Champena.
You are still watching, with all due respect, extended version. My name is Kevin Akobedu Taylor. And I ain't taking time. From end to election days, this is how we're going to do it. Right now in Ghana, Ubia TV, Ubia Radio, you don't hear any intelligent person speaking. A few intelligent ones. You don't get any serious show that let the people understand and say, this is the situation we are in. And the 90% of journalists in Ghana, everybody wants to interview somebody. 90% of journalists in Ghana, obi a friend who journalist or Ghana be a person alternative TV so. Na obisa obi question. Ye busa questions ni nyina asa. Question ben bi na mumusa o radio so ni TV so. The people want to know your opinion, your facts. That is what Ghanaians want to know. Anything that today you go on social media, you go on radio, you see their numbers, it's terrible. Because a year Ghana for are tired of Mr. Asimesi. Can you tell us this? Mr. Asimesi, Ghanaians want you, the journalist, to do your research and break things down for them. That is what they want. Lazy journalism. Everywhere you go, Obiaye interview. Bloggers in our Jimmy to make majority of them. Those called a year traditional TV and radio every single day. Obi so Obi wa behuna no panel metro. Embo 2:30 not TV3. Embo 6:30 not Asempa. Nipa bako adwini ben kwa no wa no kasa wa hado bekasa wa the same thing. It of Asempa no we are oni nipa bi wo TV3 na odi sa nipa na kopie JOYNEWS. I'm like, journalists, stop this lazy journalism. The people back home are tired. They are tired of you people sitting there and wearing some Vietnam suits and asking questions. They don't fucking care. They want you to do the things. Go out there and tell them the thing. Bring them the message. They want to hear from you. That is your first duty. The first duty of a journalist is not to sit in the studio and interview. That is not journalism. That is not your first duty. Interview is part of journalism. You interviewing somebody is not your core responsibility. When you go to journalism school, your job is to go fact-finding and bring the facts to the people. It is not about you asking somebody a question. No. That is not fact-finding. Especially when you're asking politicians questions. You are not doing journalism. Because when an NPP communicator sits here, with the billion or two, you be catching the piano and fan ho kwasiasa no beka say 24-hour economy on tiasie. We tumi aka 24-hour economy, but also on tiasie. Enti, what is kwasiana na beti TV so a? What do you expect to come out from that fool? Nothing. So it is up to you, the journalist. You sitting there, I also win him day. I would making kind tiasie no. Go out there, find the facts. Break it down to the person watching you. That is how you will get the people's interest back. The people are not watching you people because you people are lazy. Majority of you guys are lazy. You want the people to do your job for you. They can't do it for you. They can't. Yeah. Misinformation and disinformation is the last thing the NPP wants to use to confuse Ghanaians. Because my catcher said the NPP as a political party, they don't respect anybody. Omu Ghana for you say Jimmy to such a mawun to me. Omu Ghana for you say Jimmy to sa bronye. So when it comes to a adwene, omu say muni adwene. And internet right now no. you can see, say, they have resorted to what we call misinformation and disinformation. Asiedun Ketia, the chairman of the NDC, consistently alante around the nation to tell Ghanaians, say, Obieni wa nenije double track system. Obieni ho. John Mahama ni NDC for. Senan komo pass free SHS and komo be free SHS ni easy. But because omo ye badwin banti, omo hu say omo pass free SHS nkwa se nkwa, you will do more harm than good. You get more teenage pregnancies. You get more kids becoming a public menace. You will get more distraction in your senses. Say you are trying to do some people good, and that is what we are seeing today. And internet, John Mahama and NDC focus say free SHS is in our constitution because of politics. Yes, we bet to my Baba say you be free SHS in Tiafanko we need politics power, but you need to make sure say even if it is politics, it has to be done well. Because Social Minister Professor Nana Opoku-Agyeman, she will not sit down for a political party to implement something that she knows to say at the end of the day, no, it is going to destroy more children. On yet, she will not agree. And she will never do it. As an education minister, on now that's a John Mahama, because person we need power and free education, kagum, abra, and korani baby on school. She will never do it. That is why that woman insisted, say, if we want to continue what is in the constitution, education progressively at all levels, we need to build more infrastructure. See more schools. It's because the woman and John Mahama who say no. You bet me I can say we need power, but the young people you put in there in the next 10, 15 years, best say lives. So they said no. They are not going to sacrifice quality for quantity. Into what they did was yensi more e-blocks. Nian kanche Ghana for say the constitution that stipulates say also free SHS progressive no. We are abiding by the constitution. Ye ba be ne kakran kakra, by kakran kakra and that form I will say you see schools and I'm starting e-blocks and I'm starting enrollee free SHS because no one per se akura bi be ko school oni baby da. Oba bi otimi mikro ma yeldo ne ba enko na vrongo na onko high dime 16-year-old kid na oda obi fie no obi nkoton no na Professor Nana Opoku-Agyeman no mo dwene sa anyoma no ho. Until it says the schools, the infrastructure should be ready before implementing this. If you want to implement it, it should be gradual. Slowly do it. And atakura meni ampon kwasi ampenyi we ni nkofo we buy free SHS, free SHS. Now, move free SHS no. Now, the other person catch you nyina say the NDC they have been consistent. And if there's one political party in Ghana, who consistent in their message in the NDC. Also, John Mahama say he wants to build more hospitals. NDC wants to build more hospitals and make sure more teacher nursing trainings for any Jumaya after school. No, he has not deviated from it. NPP for can you make Mahama Penes for some will pursue or say my job, my end game is for you, the nurse, who school Siciano, to take loan and get a job after school. He has not deviated. The NDC are still stuck to their position because the end game for Akwarebi or nursing school is to get a good paying job. Nursing and Topano, nursing Juma hospital. And if you don't have the hospital, nursing no school no a waste of time. Over to the US Kenya man do school or Pia Bajan training because only school, only hospital or Juma womb. The John Mahama said, I will create another option for these nurses. Whilst in school, they can go for loan. I will make sure I'll substitute the allower for loan. Now, me say allowance can see more hospitals into Osisewia, Osiafare, Osi over 3,000 chip compounds, Osi UGMC, Osi Bank of Ghana, Osi Osudoku, Osi hospitals, Tamale, because the nurses, they need to get a place to work. And it's always stated the NDC and John Mahama, their position has been static. They have never moved because they believed in one thing. You need to be consistent and you have to stick to your decisions because the decision is why do you change it? And I can tell you, every nurse be a school to see the young session will be school because opia former classmates are 90% of nurses for most school. And the pianos almost seniors and because they are home. Into honest bar, the probabilities are also better if it is high. The kids are scared. Give them hope by building hospitals for them. And that is what John Mahama was doing. And that is what leadership is. You need to have a conviction. You need to understand the decision you are taking. You stick or stay by the decision and make sure it benefits your people. That is leadership. And one. And John Mahama and the NDC, our position changing here when it comes to making sure they will create job opportunities for nurse trainees. So go for loan and then come out to see a clean new hospital for you to work in. That's how it's supposed to be. John Mahama will never kneel before any nursing trainee student and say, "Uni because me papa wanti, me be try on trust me alawa." No, John Mahama will tell you, you have the option for loan. The alawa will be substituted. Go and take the loan. I will build a hospital for you. And that is how it's supposed to be. But now I will say NPP phone message. Me catch up more. And we've had this conversation in our editorial meetings for a long time. About 3-4 months ago, we had this very serious meeting, our editorial team. And we tried to play the devil's advocate. They said, okay, NPP, how are we going to tackle these elections? And we set a lot of things. And the catcher will say, we should give ourselves 1 month or 2 months and see what the NPP can come up with. Some part of my team can say, oh, NPP there, they do damage. They'll come out with something. They say, after 27 days, Jandam is dead. Some of you are surprised here, about in 27 days. And I'm yes, that is how information. When you tell the people the truth, Jandam does not have space. On says still nankophobia at Ghana about 3-4 months ago say, guys, wait. We know me and some editorial team, my members, you were like, you know something? The guys, maybe they have something under their sleeve. They have some message they are coming up with. They have some kind of message Yatna aka 27 days. It is possible. Every single thing it is possible. Why? Because there's no message. Because they have nothing to go lie to the people about. Intend nam say, oh, and this for say omubetwa eye free SHS where John Mahama ekurasi bia wegine bia waka kire Ghana for say double track obe make sure so obe end double track e-blocks awo Ghana keku for the we ni nka double track ni ho Asiedun Ketia, the chairman of the NDC, wananti Ghana nyina ka kire awofo a sebio omomba bebi omobeda ewo SHS cry didn't say NDC bar double track on be ye free. So on say NPP ni message. And internet the Otigana say NDC omo bibia NPP di bibia ba na. Hey, ya twen yo. Hey, na radio folk the enti omo nka bibia ni ho. Jandam is dead. Now hade bi omo ye. This is NPP. Mamembo audio wenchira we General Asiedun Ketia, General Mosquito, or the chairman of the NDC. Wakasa for double track with Gina so many platforms who are Ghana in catch Ghana for said John Mahama, Professor Nano Pokwajmani NDC no. I dare for the double track. Omubechem and the idea enquire enya baby in the school. Nina say, send your between say e-blocks aka wensin your sitting in an anchor in your boarding house ada. Omube sitting in a complete. The only way to make a double track. Red, gold, green, everyone say Ubesi schools and one no. You don't need any PhD holder because you're paying the type born and con to come and tell you country that be. It is simple. So we see more schools are akwabin kwa no pa ebin kwa wi ebin kwa nyumre. When there are more schools, Obiako school at the same time, Yamakwa at the same time, your entire class at the same time. Yani Eko school no, there were more schools near Eko school the same day, Yamakwa the same day, Yabafi the same day. Enti ya ofo to me monitor you nuanom mba ne mbema no. Onim say Kevin Kopresek Omama Kwine on the 10th of December. Ade intina Elizabeth Eko Ebri on the other who school. Enti Ebri parent no akora ne mame ne bawo Ebri no onim. Enti ade achina so who Kevin will fear. Obamu say Kevin say Presek for Mama Kwine. Ade intina so far yambaye. So the parents were able to monitor omonkwara and progress. Enti we akora it is hard for you to say sir me koda be mechi e wona vrongo. Na makacha me ma say me wo double track me wo green no because sa ade na NPP ebe ye na ama ye nkwara ni nyina say anything na nkwara no bebre egu galamsey site. It is because I go for them to me monitor nkwara no so mo school and so mo ni school. Until the only thing able to solve our problem is say a government should come in and build more schools so that akwara be able to school the same time. You be come times the same time. You be fear the same time. Awofo bi anim say abena ba e wo se chi wa ba. Se kwabena ba e wo se yawo ba. Den na kwabena ne yawo ba na abena ne chi wa ma e he no mo. That is what's supposed to be your concern. Oh ya awofo a eno na wo se ma wo yom hihyew. Interban bi say me pese me yi saa yom hihye ni free ho. O problem is saying NPP ni message. Now, General Mosquito, a Gina platform be brave, so I can say double track, red, go green, NDC but power. E-blocks, I'm completing ya, I'm making sure say, sir, we call green, red, ni be ye fluo. Muntie your kind, me we are much some the NPP somewhere.
Free senior high. Eya papa. Na kwa ye faso ye wa munu ya. Edani musio. Edi besoa awofo no. Sa free senior high ya ye. Sa nya se ya bobo headmaster fo ano. Ani awofo bebre ano. Se o kan ye bechiw, o kan ye beyi wadi a. Anka womo anka sa kire mu ohawa ewum. Free senior high no ye. Ba ya die se die tie ya nya no ho sa. Ye besisam. Na sisamu no ya ka se besisamu no. NPP for na ma o si e betwam. Ye ntwam. Ba niema mienu bi wo mu a eno de wo mo kwasoro ba fam e betwam. Ye dikai. Ye chance ye ka se ye be ye free senior high. Ghana nkwara no nyina aye free no. Obi abenya akwanya ko school no bi. Ye school dan ye wo ho no esua. Enti nkwara no be kwa akobun kam so. Ebe ye ohawa mai. Enti ye chance a ye si 200 secondary schools emfanka ho. Ye chance su sisi bebre. Ye de oha ene aduasa ema contract. Ye fra konwa so na emu be se aduonu mu kwa dosia ne awie. Emu aduoso na adrum pempenso bi a aka kakra bi ne awie. Ena aduoso no a aka no. Ya jeje nsase eye ho nkrata se eno so ye hyase. Abande aka wenja na djuma na wo ba wo ye dan oto aso efiso oban mu nu nyina sika ena e di akoshi. Mode amutia yeye mode anu yetimi wie ebebu ya no ansa ne ye nanano wo mo ba ya ye tu wo mo fo se mu nwie suku adan we ansa na mo pie ade no mu se obi ankonya sa wo mu nyina kwa ye nya ba bi ntra wo mo ntie me kai pa se empanimfo bi ti se yewura adokofo no any NPP akuku dam no bi kura ka se the NDC for no kan eda na kwa mu akufu adu tie mi anya na mo a o manu nyina o si mintie ano akọ bie mu ne bae afa kwara no abegun kam so no obi ko school na otwe miensa esi kotra fie gusu minsia na fo from ra obi da eba na judu mienu a esi sori ma fo from meda na ade nche ana akoye ohaw ama awofo teacher fo kura ka se ye ka ho asema ye se wo ta akufu ado abaye be yi wadi me ho ano no mi ana na awofo no a mo ma no ko school bo so me ba ko na o ma be tra fie bo so me nan no enti mo de mu hu ana wa mo be tra fie a emrantie ebe fa braboni emabawa na wo mo nyenyem ne ese wo mo edru se ye ko twran sore a na aban no ankasa ko top pass questions no o kyerɛ nkwara no sɛ de be ya ye betimi awie mu won sore mu na ehun sunsan so ba ya meka se wo mo anhyehyɛ no ayeyi uwie mu ma akwara no pass no tifia se wa be ya de so ade ama awofo.
So this is what I said in Kitia eka ho asem and obi onim nyansa bia nim sasem oka no nyansa wom. This is how it's supposed to be. Now NPP for the message nti omo akọ twa sa tape we e na omo edit tape no akatekate bi film akeke sie ni se ase edu nketia se NDC ba omo betwa free SHS so hu me say NPP we omo hu Ghana fo nyina se mo gimi se chema wontumi asama ase edu nketia kan eto obi asum obi ate de okan meboa na oba omia campaign no akofa tape e na omo twetwetwa ase edu nketia kasa no e na makeke sie ni e na omo de akoto wontumi radio ena anope bia no wontumi radio ebo no okuma ase me say NPP omuhu asantefo ni bi se moa me na me ka kire wo me kam ni say na me nuanum asantefo ni bi emo ya but NPP no omuhu asantefo no mudodo ne se omo ye nwan omo aduane pa omo bekọ de bia no no mate bidi ma omo no omudi me na me ka kire wo enti de omo ya ne say ase de nketia asem o kan ye ya o ka say double track NDC pese omo besi more schools eyi free no bonhwe de and the NPP for Baomia campaign akotwtwa de akoto chema wontumi radio no so a omotewa omo discuss adentira we na say nketia kan abra say nketia kan ye here
the tosu mienu a yebetwam free senior high NPP for ka say ye ade bia free a ewa ho chobo ene nte ho enunti na omo ka say ye in free nananom free senior high yebetwam tosu mienu a yebetwam free senior high NPP for ka say ye ade bia free a ewa ho chobo ene nte ho enunti na omo ka say ye in free nananom free senior high yebetwam.
This is NPP into beko wontumi radio no na we no omobo wi am so monfrɛ asantefo mate and the NDC for so mo betwam me say NDC for omo ngina bebia da enka so betwa free SHS ba won say maka kire mo asantefo ni bi mo no ye ka monim ana ye mo ya on say de omakotwa asiedi nketia tape akeka sieni say asiedi nketia se obetwam on say NPP ni hu mo asantefo no dodo nse mo agimi mo mpe no kore enti ba omia wo eye asantememu ene mo twa tape no mo de wontumi TV anopa no mo discuss mohu yet obi o kejetia or ne kwase de akire sana NPP aya from 1996 from 1996 be sinne ade say an NPP aye omuni message bia the battle is the Lord for more for nana it is possible yibima omuni message bia be sinne how crucial this election is now busaba obi said the message we say it is possible eche me you dying she baby Ghana sika semedu she baby ya nyoma sem ye sika semedu nyoma say agiegu ubusa ba omi say o message ni ten a NPP message ni say o say it is possible eni tia de be meka chemi nuanum asantefo o ma ho kwan a obi be se kwasea NPP asem kwasea che on say o mu twa tape we no de ba asantememu wo fanto wontumi radio wontumi TV and I can tell you there were thousands of asantefo ma JD. That is what they do to you. In today biano, omo de my nikanika, omo de my KVIP, omo ji to me a no be hwe toilet na guo. Time oba be do me abeto aba no be clean the toilet no de the perfume kakra apetepete wo be say yeah how you hwamo. San NPP di asanteman. NPP nya to me pe no ma na egu asantemam. No ma jija omo na yesu na ho bon, omo ma ho, omo nya mpuntudwuma wo ho. Eka 2 months ni abeto abape na NPP akoto tulenu omakoto eye den perfume tunale perfume na obehwie gu asantememu na erefi ebini na ye hwie dia babedu mfie wotwe no yesi de ehwamo na omodi enkwase asem na oboko eno na omoye ye kani se mama mubumfu me menten asanteni me do asante me pempuntuo me pe adepa yesi de opa adepa kokotoko ne yendi na bro ye na ye jimi ye ho ye mu bi ne ye jimi ye ho mankofo ye di abura besi nne because minim se obi hwe me oro bantama owo santase anka sewia ye adwuma anka ne papa ewu ye wo bi a Saturday ye be ne maame yie ye be ne wo fa yie ye be ye ne be yie yare bi e bo ne ba okọ konfo no che we nyampa na so otikuma se anka afare ne eyi sewia ye adwuma anka sa ne ba ne te ase wo na me kasa akire ochena ebe ye wo ubewu John Kuma kro ye minister John Kuma ye minister ne stronghold e ya santimemu we nya hospital ankodem ye moa na ye no crazy ne da enti NPP no for a long time no almost steady ye nya santifo ni bia che obunum se ye Jimmy. That is why they do these things. And you see, me Ghana for me maka, and I'll keep saying this. What I'm doing here, because I'm not lying about anything. The American way easy mame enemy team and say when we're having our meetings, we don't struggle to get the facts. When I sit here to speak, I don't struggle. And somebody say, Kevin, oh, you're bold, and yes, I'm bold. It is because what I am saying be factual. So this job is so easy for me. It's easy for me because the priority in say, I need to make sure say I respect their intelligence. I will not come and sit here and make them look like so much Jimmy. Me can't say me mama Jimmy D. I need to back it with facts. I need to let them understand and say me who am so nipa. So when I sit here, I know because ejuma we there enya ding any journalist because ejuma na ding no on kind of correct. Journalist bia obeka say ejuma we ding no on kind of correct. Your occupational hazards e dey say dey bia to Erastus Asaridonko or call field so or kwa reporter amanfo bi attacking is different. But I'm talking about this job. It should not be difficult. So when the journalist TV is no comfort. Na din say we journalist or Ghana obeka Ghana for so ni bibi me di imfie sei mato aba me journalist me Ghana ni mum me so na pass bi am to petrol no boy den dodo me compare time na aban we ni so na enye sa na me baba me dwen say obenye dwuma ye me tua eye den nursing training we wie ese otifie aban we ka so eye den eye ade friend napco ende omutifie ende me kuro mu kwan me kotra me ma me kura me ntumi nko first krampo na eye Miti radio so me journalist muntunti aban we because yenyina ho kire no bone be no aye unless you are kronfo unless radio now tis no kronfo dia yeah unless we unless radio now tis no nipa na ye dia na ye kronfo enti won person be ka kronfo no enti na woto ye woni bibi we the politicians are the same o adene de obe ne den okoka muntie o da bi. For 8 years, Ekufo ni pay nke mu da 8 years. NPP ministers any appointees will be any way demonstration ni pay akem. Intade ntina metia ba beka sabe. Kwasiafo am gujibule house omo ho kankan. Sa boys here jot from we JSS boys omo ho fi we. Kofi ofosun kansa kwasia we anka yi bi ni kura nkonya bebi ni no. Ende Ekufo ado politics nti. Sa akwa nanim sa wo kofi ofosun kansa ne ho fi we. First note Accra Digital Center repu ma o kwasia sankwa per MP aye samwa we nye demonstration so mu pe akem kusibu atenyere ete NY a board so or the millions of dollars o ka chem semento sebe adentina mento sebe na kwasia fo e hwan sika na di tu omuka eye me eye wo. So why should I sit here and say we dey sebe? The facts are the facts. Yeah. So munya nkwara no a ena mo kan chom say wodi penyina tem me penyini o. So won say me di penyina tem me di me colleague atem. Ana bia mo getting wrong. Ana mo tena ka say boy we di penyina me say me penyini o. I don't see myself as a kid o. Ma wari awo mienu. Enti me di obi papa atema ono so rise obi di matem enti mentina nka say obi e penyini che me da bi o. Mimi ye penyini o minya akwara wo intimate na be nka say Kevin we di penyini atem de o ye penyini ne de age no na wo bi a wo age a wagimi. You need to get this right. To munya enkofo below 18 years maka say me di penyini atem me ye penyini me dada intimidate another dada atem ama me di dada ba ko no so atem na dada ba ko so nya chance no so akama asem ai inti dada betime di dada atem de o hu ni dada no me so bi hu me dada so what I say do be friend da no me so be friend me da do be friend uncle no me so be friend me uncle enti munya sa nkwara na waka chom so woni bibi we di penyina ta me penyini o obi anchan me nyini che obia I've got a service rate Now, Mama Nchira Adebi wa ha. Team, are we good? Mama Nchira another story be. Now me ka something about a parliament. Now, mommy and brother from Kakra Nchira Adebi. Oh, story way. Edichum when a education minister. Now, briefly, let's take care of this. Now, saying enimtia, mamenka bi binchiremo. NPP on omubu Ghana for sebu nyina mo jimi. Ne atia na nse no be poster. Mahmudu Bawumia beka free SHS one sem obeshia teachers, obeshia parents. And the Ghana when they hear to me chain Bawumia. Obi anim se free SHS na say or say ye. So what the poster beto abontene. Na say o catch Ghana for say me be power, be a vice president, be di power 8 years, be pesa wo Jimmy D. Na say you nim to poster so na catch Ghana for awofo a and the omunim the status of free SHS say me Bawumia me ba be shiamoa. You have to make sure say awofo bi obegya the juma to ho na oba beta no so wo sa vice president obegya nim na man assurance no. Mahmudu Bawumia the posters betoto abontene say ono obehia awofo ene a school for e free SHS. Enko wi a Bawumia na nkasa ama. Kwasia na odi na chine friend na po na wadwonso no ne bema ni ho no. Ono so ama ene ekofa edutwum se ono mom ni awofo ne mekasa. Hey! Imagine say Mahama na yes ade we. Ka betu okrum ha. Bawumia hu mu Ghana for say mu ejimi. Na po do ejimi ti ana mbese me spend time on ho. Ono de nanima to poster so say oh. Ono Ghana for awofo ni students beka free SHS ho asem. Em ya ka kire Ghana for awofo nyina mamanfo afo car. Bawumia nya bibia wotifie. Wanko bebia. Na pokwasi ampe an bema ni ono ontumi ne yere kra na ono so tifie. Na ya poster de Bawumia poster atari bebia o social media say Bawumia bekasa ema awofo efrifie omo beduru ya Bawumia ama na po ama na kwasia na ono pe president edi no wentumi amebra ne wasi ancheche nwumemu ankyere me na me sori anopa na masa akoto aba makwasia no na wo na wo be president educhu wakasa we president edi educhum odun sene ya free SHS bae country ono Ghana se ebo a efa no say ya to aba na wo Bawumia be di president na asem si a educhum who is going to hold him responsible entire day na okachira awofo so nyina amomra na why is so busy to the point say wone napo nobody showed up just say Bawumia hu omu nyina so mojibi erade jagopo Bawumia pa erade. So how did we get here as a nation? Imagine that John Mahama say, John Mahama, I'm coming to speak on 24-hour economy, Women's National Bank, tertiary free education, first year. Now John Mahama, you poster. Now for betnasi. Now you betna John Mahama amba. Professor Nano Pokwa Jimamba. Can you imagine what radio so Ghana? Oh, Mahama the so you see. Oh, Mahama de. Oh, na send this for the. Oh, kwasia fo we man for betna motoso. Bawumia in show face. Na pokwasia we are or your former education minister. With my show face because they know somewhere Jimmy they have no message. Okay? Now Muntie country. Very soon you won't see in Konkonte uniforms anymore. Ono kwasiana ye won etiko so mehia nkonfo no. Omo si omo no educational reforms no free SHS no mo ye ni no Ghana education no mo ye ni no. This is how they understand educational reforms. One kwasia eko anwa okobonwa bobi she ni nsem first akwa we obeka kire say we be school America no I employ deeper 200 and ekufu ade beka kire say onja nyina nguo no metena Ghana kwase afo mo say ejibi ono edutum no ono abegina TV so ka kire say me free kurase me na nampolma ekuro bi ofa so a 4 miles ansa of salom de abo Omegina TV so a omo de kurasi tu de wo omo enti men ma oba nkota kurasi tu de omo de yamo no no. Kwasi awo ne ba bia nko SS free SHS ni bi. Obegina ho ene obi anim ekua de maba a me free kurasi ekuro bi afele kasapin eho uduro so ekuro bi so to aso a me tete o ma na meduru ha otwen ba tie. The NPP omadwini omo say ye ka say reforming our education ni nyina ne say school uniform ube change na free colorway akwa colorway intende educhum ka kire Ghana for say oh school uniform na nkora na hye na friend konkonte saa yellow and brown no ono educhum say friend konkonte enche bi ombe yi konkonte na free ho omabre fried rice yete ha ena nkwasiafo ko ka kire kejetiafo ma ne say ekufo de ba be sikejetia US na dia maye saa ma bibi na nanantase or see educational reforms no ni nyina ne say almost san uniforms enti esia no ono education minister ne ka je say mo man mo prime minister so mo hye uniform ye fa ne konkonte enti almost san na say school no mas san ni kwasiafo we pentima mentofo we. That is how they understand reforms, changing education. Near to Chrome ha 2019 near to Chrome ha and Uncle Fo we have a catcher say omo person mu change university schools no enkora no omo reform education no and omo say omo be change enkora no uniform the entire 2019 omo de a year contract e come akwase bi say omo the new uniform about GES outdoors new uniforms for JHS students from next academic year 2019. And then Kofu is actually the catcher say omo year reforms uniform no omo say be sesa no kwasefo we omo bota. And they do too much in a whole catcher say, I educational reforms no, omo be sesa uniforms no, sa prime JSS for no uniform they friend konkonte, omo be sesa no. And they just say, omo sesa your school no, enim no sibia school ni tie. 2019, omo catcher say nkwara ni nyina change uniform no, na reforms no enye ni. 2019 yawo. 2024 kwasia we sa gina wenim omo mbu Ghana fo. You see, they don't have any ideas about educational. So our program here, I did be on the chair of picture nyina uncompleted buildings. Almost at the chair agenda 111, so a prison office no mosisi no. When we saw almost inside picture in fact, Jimmy o. Then say no mbeka chair say oh, agenda 111 no. Omo unveil agenda 111 ni bi. Ewo enkuro bi so say chicken cage o say poultry farm o say prison ward o ya tiala nkofo say oh omo de ade bi aba agenda 111 omo sibi awie bo de mo hwa de time omo started the agenda 111 kire mo when we say agenda 111 omo twa ba ko inside picture kire wo da omo nim say mo ejimi omo ti sinkuko buo and the light abobon ho ade sa do botwa picture wo say agenda 111 omo hu musam we Jimmy NPP omo Jimmy o hwe ma me kire o na nse na mo ka so agenda 111 say omo ka kire mu say omo say oh trade agenda 111 in Atwuma Mponua Atwuma Kwanyuman district in the Ashanti region me say mo asantefo no bidie mo Jimmy ntingofo be dada mo ache omo say o Ashanti region me hwe agenda 111 ye sie wie Eloma ye ngukobuo. Almost ngukobo 18 year 18 there. Ready. MVP bye. When Jimmy away. MVP don't Jimmy o. Almost so makwa santime makwesi agenda 111. 80 agenda 111 no enie. Me say almost start the case almost agenda 111 when we say almost agenda 111 bi mu the camera kuma ko twemu picture say machine sesisi mu nie ha na ye operation agenda 111 ni ewura de jagopo egufo ado de MP ngofo ye nkwasiafo hey omo bedin kwa yasemi omo start na santime mu maka kire mo obeka say obi pass and me say San kwasiafo we NPP sa party we omo be jimi omo bi omo satina santimemu hwe agenda 111 agenda 111 no omo so kwasibu asantimemu wie sa inkukobuo we sa boys quarters dey am jantra for boys quarters o okwa abijana jantra for boys quarters say ya na tie we gina ha gate BA BT yakwa abijana nyina enim de yakoso abijana nyina Abidjan for jantra for dan say ani esi no boys quarters tuom 18 kwasiafo se mo si agenda 111 na santimemu nti ade asa yakosi street light ena ya de yetwa picture agenda 111 na abonde chire o se ka vip na intokure ho na mo koteleto agenda 111 mesi almost static agenda 111 when we say omakofa camera aka say TV station mimra na omura agenda 111 mi no mo nkohu say agenda 111 facility we equipment egumuni omu nsem mo jimi agenda 111 almost start here pictures better on the chiremu agenda 111 mama chiro pictures on the chiro time almost start agenda pictures when on the chiremu time almost start agenda 111 almost say agenda 111 pictures they wait on the chiremu. Oh, where is this? Omo, started agenda 111. Oh, besides, I can't find the picture. Where did it go? I got it. Almost started agenda 111. Picture we don't reach them. A day in agenda 111. No, you see we there. Other jantra for joint. Agenda 111. Almost started pictures we don't reach them. We. Almost can say agenda 111 in here. We don't can say don't say agenda 111. Yeah, we agenda 111 now. There one me left here and I'm saying the agenda 111. Time I'm back agenda 111. What am catch there? Yes, see agenda 111 we are another jantra for joint. What's your four? What you say easy? Hey, right there. Every video will give you. Agenda 111 with my larger picture I had there. My show IDB. The same achuma imponyo mano. Sa achuma kwa nyomano. Picture with the best so Messia Momo agenda 111 eni ene na me de chiro mama enlarge eno ma chiro din wo so wo edin ni wo atwoma nkwanoma district hospital regional hospital omka so Messia Momo ni compare ni mienu kwasiafo we na mudi omachi ni nyina omo start no santimemu kwafo omagimi o urade yankopon ekofo agenda 111 no a omka so Messia na wo left no the almost almost see na light wo mu no den na atwoma kwanyamo so den for agenda 111 edani we den e kodani eye garage we atwoma kwanyoma bedase who that nana kweku ananse atwoma kwanyoma we na mo be kire se mukosi abomo ye wie ya atwoma kwanyoma fo jantra fo kwotest na makosi abomo kwasiafo enkwasiafo asefo ene yato abama mu na ejimifo mu hu fin ena mu hu asantefo so mu de omo ejimi nti de bia na mo keka nkwasiasem na mokọ omo wie na o se ase de na regional hospital atwomafo kwa din kwa dem timbo hospital ni wey me say NPP for mu asantefo me kana obuofu NPP for de na ye de twa he ombe treat mu say moa mu bi mama mu ni anda hwa atwoma kwa woman kwan woman say woman na to so wo ho no atwoma kwan woman na say history nyina na say atwoma ho no na mbe problem ya sanka ope history ka be say edin etu kwan woman nana de ense na ma mi bi tu atwoma ba na oton kwankwan na broni bi betena ho na sebi obroni no opemu pa na ne papa ye farmer na broni no e Chinese ni ye fe ne Lin Chong Hu na ne papa edua Chinese mo odua Chinese mo China enti omo nyini no na sebi omo pe eye ade ye frɛ no eye omo pe ade ye frɛ no eye kwankwan enti de ma atwoma kwan woman edin ba na me kire wo no enti broni ne betena ho na o kira de broni eyi a teacher trainee of China. I can't tell about them. Brody teacher trainee John Hugh Lee ne ba bada ne nua bema no Sun Lee ono ne ba ye se unim no ji ye body na tiase John Hugh Lee ne nua baba no ne nua bema ne friend Sun Lee ne baba nua ano e boy obeye okọ teacher trainee ewo China eno obabe exchange program Ghana so Lee nu ano na ote kwanwa na kwanwoma no history na mede ma ono nti obetena ere no kira de on say ho governor na enkwana no kira ente because not omo R N L no e helmo omo na no ka bland blade ene across the bleach ene teacher Patrick teacher Patrick ne ade nti na sa Chinese no na osua English kakra into oba atwuma kwan woman de ma edi ni ba na mechire ho no nti na otiere ho no na maame bi tewo na maame no ton kwankwan na China na Chinese ni kan bro no na atwuma fo no mo ntiase nti de bia maame ba oso kwan because not te kwan maame te otenam otudwane kwan na ote nti de bia no ofre maame na to kwan ni bi oso kwan nti de bi na papa ne yare eye boy na ofri channel kwan nu eye Chinson Lee ni nua ba ketwa da oye exchequer ni nua boy ne ba boy no kwan lu ona na e wa atwuma no nti na o yare kakra nti na o da dem nti wanti na sa kwan ni betwa mu nti obi en window no na atwumafo no omoman odi kro ketwa baako ni nua ketwa ya ojesi na otwam ana so ya jesi ana so wa the con woman nti na obusa ya ojesi say kwan maame no kwan woman nti ho na broni no okira de che pa be 36 years ho ocheye nti ho no afei ekromofo de bode wuro e ka kire maame so oduru a nti amu nyina frɛ no kwan woman oduru a nti na asemo 1833 ye na satere konfo no che na omukọ de nyam bo se ntukura tuo ewo pranim satane na nam nyina chele nti sambe 1836 ana 1836 38 1836 ana 36 1836 because before Kwan Lu by no na John Lay abako nti ho no tetio ache nti mbre bi na asantefo na ntoko ya ena mko kan tokwa de nchira fo esu de bi omni asantefo ase Barcelona na Real Madrid 3 months omti trams ye nkoni amfanya history ena asantefo akwa bi no wa asante efe no kwabere sa papa no okoto okofa girl bi ewo eye de nchira ena ntokwa paye omde se de bia we ayiri we akoyiri we Europe we anyway ena ntokwa paye enti na eye de nchira fo de busa asantefo no se ye nhia wo he but na eye kwan woman no kwan wam no na omo wo middle ena asantefo no mo Kumasi ka se ena ye nhia ewo kwan woman enti na abrofo no tumi nka denchirafo no se e de ne kwan woman anam so kwan woman denchira kwa enti ho na be ma edin be ye eye kwan woman enti mema ne nye eyi complicated be simple wo me ko enim yane e tire ewu samo be
ti woni wu mfele ade tumi so na pa edwale efa NPP for t-shirt se ekokrum so ko e campaign ama nkofo ohwe o mfele e ne wotumi bonafo atwempena ti woni wu mfele ade tumi so na pa edwale efa NPP for t-shirt se ekokrum so ko e campaign ama nkofo ohwe o mfele e ne wotumi bonafo atwempena
boy asema ye kan sere na a serious matter o ampa o utumi sora no padware hohoro to no a hyehye de se me kotwi so ruku aba NPP obetini bola nu edi toilet me ka bibia edibi betimi boda mi na ejibi edibin na de na wo twi so ruku na okay mu yanto aso now this is another country story. We want government schools to stand out in every community they are located. Or say, but papa we only serious. Na time on your program no say I or no school abrochire na ekufu the catch and say you need to come and serve. Come and serve. You people in the diaspora. It ekufu the catch and also or jeno ho on abrochire no school kakraka. No 200 workers. When young kwasi aforo twom dro. Into adwene ho eno ka so ndi oba be serve ni man wo ja school ni na to wo ja yo so mpe bi 200 workers ni so mfiri onko eno obetena Ghana obeden obe education minister o say omo reformation na I'm going to reforming our education now. Innovation, I'm going to say we want government schools to stand out in every community they are located. In the almost a buying school, no, I'm going to be changing, no, and maybe I'm not going to atchuma kwa woman for no. Atchuma kwa woman for problem in Yana, because if we, and maybe I'm going to schools, no. You see, I'm going to say, buying school, no, I'm going to be seeing the style be, me say, some people show video. No, because I don't win with see. Can you offer video? Do that dining? NPP. Assembly okay be oboa. Assembly do chumbe catch education who Ghana be oboa. Omo will say they cannot campaign again on free SHS. 2008. And Uncle Foy can't free SHS. Omaka free SHS sabe do 2024. Ada ima bodam. Why not and the Ghana free SHS a fan who be from 2008 na go for free SHS. You were 2024 kwasi afo na free SHS. Omo adia papa bia o Ghana. In some of kai one day one factory, one constitutes 1 million. One day ni nyina omo jai kan. Omo da amasa baba ka to free SHS. Omo ni message. 2008 your message free SHS. Your message free SHS. Your message free SHS. Ya de saba bedru ha biem 2024 ya go 2025. NPP for that now you free SHS. It's Ghana now. Ya chichere ya no. Na you free SHS ngwa. Mama nkwasi afodi muso. Mama nkwasi afodi muso. Inti ebesi 2024. Ebesi 2024. Ya down eka free SHS asem. Eh, na ntanka policy no. Anka uye no anka jina na naso nanka eye policy a sebio ejina na naso anka endenke da wonka free SHS. No, any policy you implement, when a policy becomes successful, you don't even talk about it again. The policy sells itself. But today, you get our education minister, you get the minister, you get the vice president. They are all trying to convince us to say we need free. Say, for 8 years from 2016, ode eye free SHS buy. That means the policy, no, it failed. You could not accomplish I was saying a policy now accomplish it. Because a policy now accomplish it. And then can't discuss free SHS. Abra, a car yabo, eco trillions. No, we are not supposed to discuss free SHS. And this year discussing free SHS, Senka, you're to make creating more job opportunities for the user. Because we have more pressing issues than free SHS. And you need to get that in your head. Akwai no ko free SHS no upon school e dan be no ko dem na wofo no what sorting na wofo no omadwuma wabon ho ban kwasia akwai na oba free SHS no say okọ green red any blue ni wia na obeda fia papa na obeda ne dan ase no papa no wa adwuma ye na adwuma no wabon ho ban ana wagu no maame na adwuma no wabon ho ban obetuma ko bank akogi loan say akwai na makwan be fia ombenya aduane adi inti se wontumi solve sa nyoma na then the free SH conversation that we're having is still, no, it means you don't have any message. Because 2024, we are not supposed to be discussing free SHS going into election 2024. No, it should not be part of our conversation. If free SHS has been implemented fully and it is doing its job, we are not supposed to be having free SHS conversation here. And I also say, Mahama, a year circle interchange. Survey that traffic from Circle to Medina, Circle to Kaneshi, Circle to Ring Road, Circle to Adentano. Do we still discuss traffic congestion at Circle? We don't, because Adena Mahama it served its purpose as solve a problem. No, Mahama Kaswa overpass, auxiliary roads, BB school car. And do we still discuss Kaswa traffic? I'll be answering with Cape Coast. No, because the Mahama has solved our problem. No. Pokuase. Do we still discuss Pokuase traffic? No. Because John Jamarahama, Pokuase traffic, interchange, or making sure say the purpose of the interchange was to make sure say the traffic congestion, you come and Udu Pokuase traffic in go. That is what policies and decisions you take, that is what is supposed to do. Now, as we sit here, you are still telling me about free SHS. It means you have not been able to solve it. Wait, Jimmy. Wait, Jimmy. If you are still discussing free SHS after 8 years, then it means that the NPP could not solve the free SHS policy. No to man because adibia nipa bi eka ya oka so obeye no yendi hu nkomo biem problem na solve nti yemu wako enim. John Mahama ka so obeye e-blocks, obesi e-blocks. Obi abegina Ghana ka so John Mahama see one e-block cry. It is there, the evidence is there. It means it say our problem no was solved. When we are talking about UGMC to solve serious medical issues in Ghana, it is there. Are we discussing and the case obi komobua? We are because we know say we have a facility that can take care of that. That is why we are here. Now NPP they cannot solve anything. It's a problem now. 2010. No, they are still discussing the problem today. So the question to the NPP is, what have you solved? Me say, what have you solved? If the NPP today is still discussing free SHS, what have you solved? Because I will see free SHS, no, we introduce here, no, I buy a solid policy. Problem be no, who on earth can come and take it away? Nobody. The same way John Mahama, some policies by and through our health sector, the policies he put there to make sure say some hospitals have been upgraded. Those kind of things to say yes, I'm changing in NIP. John Mahama the buyer youth enterprise program and the NIP have we commented on NIP? No, because it is working. Because John Mahama had the idea the buyer when the NDC introduced Ghana card, making sure every single Ghanaian in your Ghana card from 2014. The same company air printing Ghana card, no, a downward Ghana air printing Ghana card. No? Have we talked about Ghana card? Not people, not it is being solved. If you bring an idea, not say it has not been solved, you will keep going back to that idea. And the NPP is still talking about free SHS because someone to me solve it yet. So NPP are solving free SHS. No one knows oh my yeah. Anka ombien anonka wasem. The people themselves will vote for the NPP, but because of someone ye yeniti, onya opportunity be also free SHS no obi so betwem. Why na so betwem? Ada no betwem. Who is going to cancel free SHS? For what? Adentra. Unless we say why anya no. Oye momo Jimmy. Educhum. Kano correction ma monte. Ntina nkwasi afo eda adam. Kan be ya de bi so me ya obeka say yan. The baby had Davy, wait a baby, and some at was a Davy. I mean, yeah, let me go for it. Impe problem, yeah. Edichi Masakasa. Before I make him no, NPP da hoka dum so was them. And the NPP gina stage, and this about dum so besaba because something someone to man solve dum so. John Mahama solve dum so jama omro said they have not been able to maintain it. And it's in there. Because you are paying the Sanapo, NPP for platform. Hey, Mamon to my NDC, do so because on him say they could not put anything on the ground to ensure the sustainability of energy. Right now, no, John Mahama because they know they could not sustain it. I am Mama Margin Brown from Mamma complicated be. The moment I say Obi can the policy was from 2008, NPP Gina do so any free SH so and Omda Hujina so. Now say NPP bar power. Say dum so na omo ba beto 2016 na John Mahama solve. Omo ka say your excess power. Na po we na hwene say dagati fo wo ma. Dagati fo mo wo ma bi wo de bo ano so a. Na po na hwene say dagati fo wo ma. Na po we be energy minister. Say onim say dum so no omo tumi solve no to the core. We are never going to experience dum so bioma. Why would he stand on stage and say NDC is back? Because when him say a Juman on Mesoe, they were not able to solidly make sure say years to come, no government can come to power and say do so. So the moment you hear them saying say John Mahama ba do so ba no, when him whole omo create. John Mahama solve do so no, omo ba no be disika e Canada ho. Na say yantia na sogli for a pulley. The IPP's got over 100 billion because you're full in Ghana. A point when said the guy to 4 woman and I'm Ghana because ya Onimian Sebia because on water. On Tony Pat Emma a ban free mumada into on say any on Tiasie on Tia Korasua Humachida Emma Yerenka say it's your turn to pick the baby up on TB da Onya sa responsibility be da. On sorry how much too. Emfa feeding bottle ento ne ba ano entna eye de eye akonyoma ne ba enum bottle na ne otonko onhu bi da ontiase. Inti na po ejimi ontiase onim sa de no ye ne afosa onso ne yiri nsem ewo eye awo mpaso ama ne yiri nwe ma onbo ne yiri ma nji awo ye ne eye sa de no. Inti we know the pain awofo kom me minim pain na oba awoda ekom because me magye me yira wo hospital. Inti na po onti sa de na se wagimi. Inti okasa by heart on said elso ne ba ye twa ne ba umbilical cord mfa man se wo ba de nie on ranka say ye man Caesars e man nka say twa wo ba umbilical cord na won bomb pie ansa na wo twa onya bi da onya sa opportunity in life wan hwe ya onya bi so da. That opportunity, those kind of things, once in a lifetime, never. So one can say, so you didn't one can say, we awo and see. Now, po all your own experience be dancing on what that. Onim sakura we share, onim baby also who sakura baby do say in the hospital on tiasie. So the bus sorry na dwene bia ne ba nya night bear onim senia yetumi call room ni akura ne kasa man sad on side. Na po is just vague. On nima wo. Oni empathy on we and to me, people like Napo, I will not even allow him to lead dogs because he does not understand life. Me mbambi oni nyina me ana meji oma wo. Yeah. Me matu ni nyina me ana meji me yira wo hospital. I had to wear and hold my kid out. And to understand, and to me pajama men can't anything in China by force anyhow. No. I know what she went through. I understand the pain. Metiasie, I live with it. Inti I know Saadiana of Femuno and I was part of the process. Na po ontiasie. Inti akorabi ehunfano ana akorabi ko SS na akorabi o JSS na onyedu an padia na po ontiasie na hwene sa dagati for spanner. Momo jimi o. Dear where Jimmy for on Tiasia, and to me, I don't consider him as a matured man. Who is a matured man? Who is a matured man? Napon Tiasia on him yoma be. No, on Tiasia. On him, my dear friend. I am a responsible man. On him. Into every day, no, or can't say me, I'm tuition is say, Nancy, me to say, John Mahama can say, Yamin fan channel. God should forgive him. For in summer or can say NDC for time cream for John Mahama catch and say Yamin fan born in channel. Because John Mahama could not find words to use. Well, who is with Jimmy to do? And it would be a waste of time for him to spend so much energy on Jimmy. And it's not John Mahama can say Onyanko Ponfa na born in channel. So or say NDC for time cream for as we sit here. Oko eye zongo bia the presence of NDC is higher. Yeah. There's a reason why and they are in love with the NDC. You know why? They are in love with the NDC because the NDC is a Congress. Metuma cultural in Ghana, political party in tough one in Kremufo, and we are comfortable to be part of our politics NDC. And your crown from the 31st December Women's Movement, JJ Yere Estati, it went through every community. It did not discriminate. 31st December Women's Movement, the free NDC mobile, it every community, every zongo, every Awanafo community, every Asantefo community. Women from different backgrounds came together as a unit. And no crack ekeno. And this is Napojina State Kase, Oye Zongo ni anawe nkrimonina otoma NDC harama. Napo obon wudia with Jimmy. And it's I realized John Mahama did not waste time because Napon Tiasie, John Mahama wa woma onim waso akora muda na yira woma ye na tare ne bo. Ema na koma toni yem. Ema onim sane akora free table so tof ma e kana koma. John Mahama onim. Napo onim sa ade no. Akora we di 4 months free table every table so sure Napon Tiasie. Obetena de na hwene se Jimmy asre because onim sa ade no. Dagati for span. Na po hwene se dagati for shoe. Na hwene se dagati for spanner. Na hwene se dagati for ta. Unim dagati for ta. Omo ye eye brogare. Unim brogare. Dagati for. Madam fu bi. Hey, kachu. Where are you? Madam, we have any kachu. I kachu. Na madam for ne small boys ne boss madam for pano no. Mini maybe no younger brother friend kujo. But kachu the adequate am the kai kachu ni say kachu. Well, the guy for him say edina kachu. Adam the feel kachu ni say kachu ni dino emede. Ya fena Banfala Sagre alasa kachu fuseni ni dino no. Awura de kachu di de. Kachu ya hard. Kachu ne chire me send the double. Sibia omo time omo da. Kachu omam otibe family residential na me ne ko no a chire me sibia double. Ne bani ne sibia anadwo omo fa akoda. I we gonna the kachu no omo wo small double for how they double crab of this say okay, so we brother refi ducks double no more double it's not madam for the kachu. You know, in life you learn from small things, and I'm not saying a same way to say fine they were not too well to be, but what I liked about him, and they say he liked me as a person. So we did not care about baby obia free efia obia free. As far as we left in the neighborhood, we were all friends. Kachuna chirem send a double way the omoye enkuko way, yeah. And I loved it. Kachu maybe I will be a link up. Long time, Kachu. Hey, Kachu maybe no takwana unya do bi ni ada de wamanti. Kachu. Now, I mean, asem we wansem. Banfala Sagre alasa kachu fuseni. Hey, edinia dankasa. Banfala Sagre alasa kachu fuseni. Ni dino no. Dagati fo. Omu odinya e de chen bibia. Unu go dagati fo. Now, double. Dege. Double ne nam ye de rough. Double. Ne nam in between a rabbit and okra. Double. Right, story when I'm besameka. Air country say very soon edutourism will be a thing in Ghana. Tourists will travel to Ghana to see what we are doing in the educational sector. Where you damn country say almost said the policy be by a friend. Edutourism, educational tourism. A man for better to coin about Ghana be a education. Oh, so we no. Yeah, there you go for. Would you be your matema? Obegas Obuade. Baby Ghana edui. Yetiama and the enquirati duase in a school. Eduase. Kids are studying under trees. Yetiama school die e bugun kwaraso. Mr. S, you can find me some videos. 2024. In Kofu where be the power 8 years over in 21 E block. Over 21 E block. Unsi E block. Unsi a basic school. Oswako Tibet. Uyo dying. Na Korano fundamentals ben onya na ontimi medu sa Tibet wo. Enti waso akosi Tibet ba ku school bi nti the whole Ghana yenjai kwasia. Enti omo say omo fra bibi edutourism. Enti akosi broni oti US no. Wenye sika ana normal broni. No akọ internet no so. Okọ internet na akọ Google Ghana education. Okwa ohun say wow. Hey. Schools in Ghana. Wow. Schools in villages in Ghana. Wow. We need to go to Ghana and see how beautiful these schools look. Now, Brady Baga say, yes, for sure, we need to go. Because what I'm seeing here is wonderful. Now, Abrafuni na savings no makoi. No musika no save for a year, no yini na no makoto plane ticket. Abrafu 50. No munyina asheshe the entire a pack bag. Adia, we are going to Ghana. Edutourism. Adia, Ghana Voice School. You will be that. In the Chinese want to be continental. Why not? Ha, Susha, One. Masu chain. Send us good. No, but one tani. Musu chantani. Na ba kono so aba. Na Chinese for no. Sika na almost save no. Na omakoma accounts no 20,000. No mu nyina to touch tickets. Adia. She's Ghana. Edutourism. Na the Chinese for nyina so ko Ghana edutourism. Adia. Yesi school bi omo hu bi da. Edutumi aboa. Enim nyansa. Enim nyansa wo mojimi. Erare ago. And your mama scholarship editourism ni bia. Mama Ghana for free visa no mo Japan ko editourism ni Korea. Inko to be di obodi ma go Korea. Ondo ni Korea bibia. Na ko inko to ko kire mo editourism Korea. Mo Jimmy NPP for mo Jimmy. Ewrade yagobo. Ya de na agasa na emfa party we no Jimmy. O ko ma so no bofu o mo nim nyansa o mo Jimmy. O mo nyansa o mo Jimmy. Enti na this is the first time I met editourism. Now editourism na say abrafo no baba Ghana because of schools na yes season na say ade na ye kire nkora no en na mpese me hu. Enti Japan for baba hwese na ye see school no. Na omakọ so asibu Japan na agofo ye Jimmy for erade. And I say America for baba hwese na ye kire ye mana ade o Ghana. No ma besua. No ma be kire mo ma ade sa na. I don't get it. You need to explain it. Is it the edifice you're talking about or is the curriculum? Because as we speak, textbooks grand be. So when you make statements like these, are you talking about the edifice you built? Schools die now besina abrofuni will be that anything about mo nyina abasa mo behwe ana. And I say it's the content, the curriculum, the kind of things you me pese me hu. You see, this is what we do and allow foolish politicians to say anything and walk. Because when they sit before me and they tell me editourism, what is editourism? What is editourism? Is it the infrastructure? Is it your curricula? Is it your what is it? What is it? Obesa arafunu behwe with school dan nefe. And I said ya wo kire with school dan nim. And how it is done. And then they be attractive because I want to see what you can tell a Japanese or a Korean or a Chinese a be free ho abasa obehwe with school dan. Do you want the Chinese to come and copy the way you build your schools to go and build the same thing in China? Or you want the Europeans to come and see the way you have built your schools in Ghana and take the same thing? What are you talking about? And it's about Umiaka say Messi Airport City will come and say, what is Airport City? Yeah, they go for it. Huh? And Obi Kano. Obi say editourism no schools under trees. And then this guy, Makacham so we mu omo Jimmy, omega si emu omo nim nyansa o. They read things and they will come and tell you, hey, this is Ghana 2024. My mention there. The person talking about editourism, hey, only 17 out of 5,400 schools under trees completed since 2021. Ojina catch editourism. Abuofunu. Omunum we toffee, we tea. And because NPP for who Ghana for say you Jimmy Sechema to me. This story is 2023, meaning more schools are still under trees. Only 17 out of 5,400 schools under trees completed since 2021. 5,400. Akwa we about 2024 catch us say your friend be editourism. Abrofu baba we schools with Jimmy. I catch them. On say media matter baba kan say me mu ade. Sanko I say we won kan America wo. No be America say we na share education so. Now I catch America say we are going to do editourism. What what is the meaning of that? What is the Mr. S, Google editourism for me. Maybe I don't know. Ebia your education do some level bia. You do editourism level. Inti I don't know. And let me see if I can Google it here. Ebia minim. Maybe somewhere no maybe I mean smart. Editourism for unity. Man, what I'm seeing here, no, I'm not seeing any definition. Editourism for Unity drives positive. Is this? This is an organizational. Editourism, when you try to Google editourism, what you see is an organization, I friend editourism. So there's what do you mean by editourism? Okay. Abstract. Tourism activity producing new learning experience that combining education with tourism is called editourism. Editourism objects consist of ecotourism, cultural heritage, tourism of village, farm, and student exchange among educational institutions. You don't even have a classroom. You don't have a classroom. You don't even have a classroom. You have all these kids studying under trees. Mami reading editourism in Sancho Bium. Editourism activity is editourism activity producing new learning experience. That combining education with tourism is called editourism. Editourism objects consist of ecotourism, cultural heritage, tourism of village or farming, and student exchange among educational institutions. Eti Japan for no, Ombeka say Ghana for no, it's so many nice facilities. Too advanced. So Chinese for because so many person be suya there Ghana on exchange program because of our facilities. America for because say no. Right now the college students, they don't want to go to school in America again because the facilities they are seeing in Ghana, those facilities are better. They are more advanced, and that when they go there, they can do the Jimmy. So basically, editourism is exchange program. It's a combination of education and tourism. That's all. So the guy at where do you people learn these things? Where do you get these ideas from? Sometimes I wonder, sometimes I ask myself, say, can you people tell us where you get these ideas from? What make you guys tell us these things? Is it out of disrespect? And I say, just a moment, say Jimmy Anna. What will make you? What nabro check a you know? What to make you say these things? What to make you say these things? Abra, Ashanti Regina Ujineka Sasemwe no. As we speak today, there are so many schools under trees. Senior high schools in Pennyho, Baby Ankorabeda, double track system. You sit here and you're talking about edutourism. Are you mad? Now, my mentor idea be. Because now there is another definition of edutourism. I mean, kind show. There's another definition of edutourism. My team almost said mankind the definition of edutourism. So it's better we let you people see this. Edutourism. Recreational travel undertaken solely or partially for the purpose of study, self-improvement, or intellectual stimulation. Travel to attend schools, universities, or other educational blah, 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 blah. So basic. Exchange program. Basic. Because, you see, what will make the man kofo idea winning is simple. The omoma yes idea winning is simple. Nina say Jimmy, they are just a pay as you go campaign. Baby Aujina no, Shankofo mood no, Kabibichi Omneko winim, and and that is the campaign of the NPP. A pay as you go campaign. Baby Ojina no, or Shenipano Mujina on Muda, no more message, no call, omni plan. Because Omu Yenina say Jimmy. And that is why you see Baumia working with Chema to me. That is why. That is why you see Educhu mo, you see Kennedy mo, because you see, so what's the depan or share a year NPP for campaigner? You can see, say, there is no plan. Omunko baby anka policy bi anchire nkofo no, because policies omudi nkan no muntu manye. Now they don't know the new policies they want to tell them. Nkofo no beji omudi. Into what they are doing is pay as you go campaign. Into do asantimemu now do baby akoko for wa. No aka che koko kuafo say omo ma nyina omo the power mawa omo nyina be call university for free. Pay as you go campaign. So onamana okopie eye ebia Cape Coast and Central Region baby no who say eye omo mo ha no omo ye afarefo ana se omo kopo a o se oh me ba meto solar me the solar ba yo bo kadu no ho se na be ya mo kopo a mo di solar be ko mo mfa den mo nto diesel pay as you go campaign because okwa santimemu no ko hu ekuafo no o se ekuafo mba ni nyina onwini power obi abeko university for free. Osako drew a Western region and our Central region who say fishermen generally say oh or the solar biba or the Bible bo a omukanu so ho inti omunto a the diesel biom the solar na beko see pay as you go. Odru Kumasi no or catch there a den a Kumasi for say oba baby be a friend of the airport city. We stadium who say or see be airport amamo inti mameka bibi to mutim because mo tati bibi on can say airport city oba be airport city. Where you MPP? This is the NPP. Into West Stadia, now posted in a man who copy baby or soon bibi, soft bina and brave woo yano, Mokai Sasofono, aha, a end this in the kuno into Tumaye, pay as you go. It's campaign, and it's some messages say it is possible. A pay as you go campaign. Plan in your. There's no clear cut message. And I'm steady. It means to say when John Mahama was also John Mahama campaign, it's in 3 stages. And I won't study here. So campaign where NDC in the history of the Republic of Ghana, been see that. And I won't study here. Actually, I won't study Ghana politics. John Mahama campaign way, NDC for campaign way, when they went into opposition, they sat down to look at the mistakes they made. They sat down to really look at the NDC as a political party. And they realize, say, it is the people that make the NDC party exist. It is our study. The NDC as a political party, they need to be from Congress, no. But at a point, they felt to say that contact or that relationship between Omone Ghana for now, the core mandate of the party, they were losing it. Into almost free power, they sat down and said they were losing touch with the people. Because also NDC and NPP, the NDC is a social political party. And nipa ni here there and here NDC. And JJ Rollins NDC, it was all about nipa ni here there. It was a social political party, a social democrat. And you say, so much me insure Emma di Pebinuma no makuma tomiyim. So much me obi electricity no makuma tomiyim. So much me this chip compound, almost district hospital. That is what the party represents. It represents the plight of the people. In Tomu Free Power 2016, they came down and realized, say, they are losing touch with the people. The core mandate of the party, Ebia, along the way, they were too excited. They forgot to say their main focus should be on the development of the Ghanaian. Don't get me wrong. The NDC could have done more than what they have done for Ghana. They could have done more. So the NDC, Oman lose focus kakrebia, like the NDC, Adiomayama Ghana is and come 10 times. From power 2017, they sat down and said, you know something, we need to look at the party. We need to look at the people. It is always study the 2 campaigns and bet your trick, and it's not utie John Mahama, now utie Professor Nana, now utie NDC messenger, you get some hope. The NDC first went to the people to study. John Mahama campaign was in 3 phases. First, he went to the people to ask for what they want. And they started that in 2017, the People's Manifesto. They basically returned the party to the people. And until to date, the 2020 manifesto at NDC Troy, no political party can bring a manifesto to contest it. Omasa ayed better. Because in 2017, 18, 19, they went to the people and said, tell us what you want. That was the first time in the history of Ghana's politics. A political party and a flag bearer will come to the people and say, tell me what you want. It means see that. So that was the first phase. They came back and put it in the document and said, this is the contract between party and Nemo. So they built the People's Manifesto. Now that was the first phase of John Mahama's campaign. After that, John Mahama went around again and told the people, say, right now, we have solicited your ideas. We want you people to direct us how we should go. And when I'm Kofonika say, we have given you the idea of what we want, but now we are going to tell you the specifics. And when I go 24-hour economy ni buy, and when I'm farmer service center ni buy, and when a women's development bank ni buy, and when first year free tertiary, first year for tertiary students no buy, and when a primary to JSS in Kwara Mubenya sanitary pad for free no buy, and what Ghana 1 million code no. After that, I feel CV. And this did not come from the NDC. It was a collaboration. NDC gave a listening ear to the people. Build this their manifesto for 2024. And it's a West Stadia. John Dramani Mahama, baby Obekobia, the people know because the people rather gave Mahama the omope. So when Mahama goes there, he is not even talking about something out of the day, what he already knows. Because the people had already told him and the NDC what they want. And it's who John Mahama, the campaign are consistent. Asema Wakano, you will not see John Mahama contradicting himself. Oh, NPP. Mumusa Baumia say the airport city now is it in his manifesto? No, a pay as you go campaign. And he know what NPP for manifesto ma Omakasa Omobabisi airport city. Is it in there? No, a pay as you go campaign. And he found what NPP for manifesto ma say a cocoa farmers in Manina or school fees. It is nowhere in their campaign. It is nowhere in their manifesto. It is pay as you go campaign. Majority and countless things they have said. It is not in their manifesto because they did not reach out to the people. NPP and Concord for one ideas. The NPP from day one at here, almost such in Ghana for. And it's not Obitimina Ghana. Kevin, we are sure say election, but election is basoba. The NDC and John Mahama, they have changed Ghana's politics. They have moved politics from jamborees. They have moved politics from making politics about a musician, making it about artists. They have moved politics to real issues about the people. And today, Baumia is struggling. I saw about them. Onim the onye, but Chema want to be away, because the party has no plan. On say, even though John Mahama is not being followed by musicians, he's able to pull more people to come listen to him than Baumia. It is because the people now they have come to that realization. Say, sa janky ye tunyum ye sa ye Jimmy ohono emfansuo ma. Eno nche se odumnyansa. Eno nche se omo hawo no so betwa. Omo pese omo tie. Asema wakana se wo ye consistent and John Mahama and Nano Poko Ajman, they have been consistent on free SHS omo ba omo shemu kina. They will review it, double track omo yefuo. They have been consistent. John Mahama ni NDC fuaka almost a nursing trainee. They will have to take loan. They will have to build more e-blocks, more universities, more hospitals for the nurses to get a job. They have been consistent. John Mahama and NDC, they said anybody who has stolen from this people, this country, they will make sure that person faces the law. They have done it before by jailing their own. They have been consistent. Mahamudu Bawumia, these kind of things don't mean cat because Bawumia is a kufuado. See. Mahamudu Bawumia is a kufuado. The NPP, they have no message. I'm doing some way, Jimmy. Jandam is dead. And it's in the Ubia TV winning. Kevin Taylor didn't call for way. Ubia radio winning. Hey, now Kevin Taylor didn't call for way. Ubia we are because Jandam is dead. And the question to Betina TV so Akajo Mahama wants a benyan kure. Usro. Me. First panel, the Obetia is a Kevin Taylor. Or a Bema Umbra Ghana. That's the size of the conform. A one, and Phantom Chain. First, Pano Betty, Kevin Taylor, I did also me and Kajon Mahama Sama, and there, Majima Mamso Monkamun to Minka, Medi Tiamo. Jandam, me see a goo. We are the executioners. We have executed Jandam. Atro is not in our politics again. Mo bre ache. Now we just say diagro. Mo bre. You people need to go into opposition for about 30 years and reconsider your decisions. Now, more respect Ghana for. Because But you say at sorry at the mind. Also right now you people are struggling. Boko omu radio nuswa omu nyasa monka. And then kwasi afọ no mom airtime. They have no facts. Jandam is gone. Jandam ni obium. Into one hour cast matu so ko wini power. Can they over to my any edit hey? Koko tia baby. Ese onyaye keke. Ense ko kwasi asam sa. Sisifia. Where there sisifia ni bi wifo kwasi afo. And say me who say we nyama asemenka. And say me who say manfo bi a omadwene say omo pese omo ye bibia de Shatawale din ye popular munja ye emboa mo. Shatawale, you can't change him. Same as Stonebwoy, you can't change Stonebwoy. Individually, they have their own style. And that is what God has given them. You cannot make Shatawale Stonebwoy, and you cannot make Stonebwoy Shatawale. And to those people out there thinking, say, when you go after Shatawale, you become famous. Because maybe Mokari and Ninano in your entertainment industry now, and it's coming from Kumasi. Some people they were on a very good course until they thought they could use Shatawale to become relevant. It doesn't work. When you do that, whatever you have built, it will just go away. Because let's be honest here, Shatawale is a veteran in our music industry. As much as maybe I'm a person Shatawale as some change Stonebwoy, no, you cannot take that quality from Stonebwoy. He's a talented musician, whether I like it or not. I've played Stonebwoy's music on my show. I might have my differences with him. But when it comes to who has been here for long and who has been able to maintain their pace in the system for long, how long a Shatawale Atna system, no? Stonebwoy might not be able to live all these years. I'm not talking about him dying. Like that consistency in our music industry. Stonebwoy owned to me. So sometimes, I've seen some people trying everything possible, and it hurts me a little bit because some of them, I know them. Your consistent attack on Shatawale, it will not make you relevant in Ghana entertainment industry. It will not. And I see that's coming from Kumasi, some few people. I think you guys were on a good course. Let the people know what you bring to the table. Your natural intelligence, how good you are. If you want to create something new, create it. But you see, if you try to use somebody like Shatawale, and this is a personal advice to some people, and they know themselves. If you try to think, say, running Shatawale down will make you relevant, you're making a big mistake. Because Shatawale in Ghana music, or the same Michaelesian, he might not be playing now, but every time Black Star Ebo game will be on, because you hear 8 biwaha. Shatawale in Ghana music, or to say Muntari, or to say Tornado. Jame cannot tell us here. Or to say time ana Ajima Medumo Kwaji World Cup, or to say Dedayo, or to say Ajima Medumo. You miss them one way or the other. So you cannot. And it hurts me because at this point, is Shatawale competing with anybody in the industry? No. He's not. Let's be very fair. The number of years that Stonebwoy has spent in our music industry, it cannot match the years that Shatawale has spent. There are so many people who started with Shatawale, they are done, they are gone. Shatawale might not be featuring international artists or be on the bigger stage, but Shatawale in his own corner as a musician in Ghana, what he has been able to do and how he has been able to maintain that consistency is crazy, my friend. Yogi Doggy Mo, VIP Mo, Shatawale goes all the way back, Tiny Mo. And today, if you decide to mention 3 musicians in Ghana, now the homeboy Shatawale, the guy deserves some credit. Shatawale is not a perfect human being. Didn't quite see a lot of the times. I don't care about that. It's his problem. But it hurts me that young people who want to build something, started building something and thinking, say, oh, I'll wait. Go after Shatawale. Every comment he makes, that to make me relevant. Your career would die. And to say, senior Kweku Baako build omo bibia around JJ Rawlings. JJ Rawlings died, Kweku Baako is out. Egbert Faber omo they are out because their whole career was built around trying to destroy JJ Rawlings. It should not be so. This is the modern age. If you want to build something genuine, organic, build it. Because the Shatawale no Namhono. I don't know any musician in Ghana or be feature Shatawale because the way ye won't be that. He has gotten to his limit. Those who love him, they love him. Shatawale fan base peak, it do. And those people in his fan base, they are not going anywhere. Anybody who is trying to get to a Shatawale level, they are building a fan base to get to that peak. And I'm not saying nobody can get to some fan base to the point where there are so many. And Stonebwoy is a potential musician who can do that. But when you people try everything possible to make sure, say, you're going to run him down, Shatawale, he has seen everything in music. He's a veteran in music. I'm even surprised that Shatawale is still in music. Majority of you're shocked that Shatawale is still in music. Shatawale should be out of music. But sometimes some people are naturally, they have the energy. They sometimes don't even know how they make it, but they make it there. We need to help build the young ones coming up. Let us stop that. Especially, I know, and those I'm talking to, they know themselves. You started something nice. Say, I can't you people see it? It is in Kumasi, and the person is in Kumasi. You guys are in Kumasi. I know you people. You know me. You have something good going. Maintain your composure. Be focused. Leave Shatawale alone. Musicians will come. Musicians will go. Wale will stay. If you love Stonebwoy, hit him up. Let him go up. If you love Black Sheriff, what if Shatawale has an issue with Black Sheriff? Forget Shatawale. Make Black Sheriff go. If Shatawale has a problem with Stonebwoy, forget Shatawale. Make sure that Stonebwoy, that is what you need to do. By you thinking attacking Shatawale will make somebody go up, you are lying. It is not going to happen. Never. Never. And I keep saying, some people think say me Stonebwoy, I like him. If today's Stonebwoy is playing anywhere I'm around, I'll go watch it. Stonebwoy, I like his song. There are a few things about him I don't like, and I don't hide it. And in Tiana, people behind him think, say, I don't like him. No. There are some few things he does I don't like, but it does not mean I hate him. Anywhere I'll go in the world, Obika Stonebwoy, I'll be proud. Say, this is free Ghana. So we need to get it. Let us stop that. It's a fact. Be able to keep this guy in our game. For him to not to be lazy to still be in there. Shatawale had a team, he had a group. There are so many people who are just two groups. They could not sustain it. Shatawale had about 15 boys behind him, all singing. They all, at the end of the day, left. He's still there. Shatawale's song drops and people are still dancing. It's not easy. It's not you just pulling a mic and just saying, today's social media banty, you're setting mic, we are so light, you can speak into the... No, it doesn't work like that. You can't destroy careers with that. No. You destroy what you have started building, because what you have started building, engineer and asumpu. So you people should get it. Please. Me, I love Black Sheriff. I love Black Sheriff because there are people sitting on TV today. They didn't want Black Sheriff good. I'm telling you, and this is not I hate direct. They felt Black Sheriff is a bad person. They even told Black Sheriff, oh, Black Sheriff there, or a drug addict. These same people are on TV trying to fight for Black Sheriff because Black Sheriff finished Shatawale in your problem. You guys should be careful. This industry is very tricky, you know. Me, my favorite musician in Ghana is Patapa. Apono. Tiny. And the Virgin Pozo. And Osama Kuku. Nastoa. Make sure be top 10 in Ghana. Nastoa. ena General Marcos ena Obrafo ena Akosi Japan General no pebi na me nam poano Akosi Japan me feeling fucking na me ko hu krata bia Akosi so bom hwini o na krata bia na me fa krata king kan yo Akosi Japan no na chese yodo di agrodo aya na ma hweri emun semnie Akosia pampa pampa kri pampa 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 kri pampa pampa menkwa medo Fremana wodomi kwamie wekumio Akosia no Satan shoulder party can confirm passe me kame papa say seven shawa na ma me see senya odotie nipa ye de odene sese be woni anase kwamie we personal song and na one numedrobi en me na dancers no awo frema da be na we I'll be right back after this show we got you're still watching with all the respect extended version.
Number 8, what a number 8, number 8, number 8, number 8, what a number 8, number 8.
Mufasiano Emami,
She, Neko Tuyegu,
Namin Chicano,
Kojo B, Kowachi, 2024 Mahamepa, and then McClare, Nisiafa, Abu Papa, Omo Bessebo, 8 years, I'm a transfer number here, yo. One district, one factory, Scanaban, over Chama family. Dr. Mahamudu Baumia, near people in the Messel, Abanadia Mahamafa, Hamafa, it's Baumia Tanchain, Abanadia Mahamafa, Hamafa, 2024, and you will be on Precos Mahamafa, Hamafa, Stiabay, Mr. Tanchain, Abanadia Mahamafa, Hamafa, 7 December, number 8, 24 hours economy, Mahama Bar used to be a Jumaye, Mahama Tesson, where you be my Ghana for not Mumaya, Upe Wumpo, Waba, Baumia, dear, so what that. 7 December ni do ayen to abane mama hama no abane de mahama fa eti bawo me atanchen abane de mahama fa 2024 ni obi ampere cause mahama fa still bay me se tranchen abane de mahama fa 2024 ni obi ampere ensuo me na manfo no oba besi agisika gogu ne mpaase cathedral yesi e manyame $58 million adane swimming pool wo se mo be break 80 rada tenate o mahama what the number 8 to Ghana for about Fabana Monto Mama Hammer that this year 24 hours economy 7 December Abano 2024 and you will be on Precos Mahama Fa Still Bay Mr. Tranchain Abane Dia Mahama Fa 2024 and you will be on Pre Mumbai must $1